Brother, what the hell is going on today, dude? Well, okay, first off, all right, this beta, this playtest is not for like 2 more days, okay? What is going on? I finished playing Deltarune Chapter 3 last night, finished stream around like, what, 2 or 3 in the morning, okay? I go to bed, alright? I wake up, there's gameplay everywhere, the world, things are exploding, things are on fire. Why? Holy shit, I was gonna do Deltarune Chapter 4 today. I'm still gonna try to, maybe later tonight on a separate stream. But what the fuck? Yeah, and I heard about Fidel's video. I texted him to get permission if we could react to it, and he says we can. So we're going to react to that together. I'm losing my mind, though. There's so much going on. First off, you know, by the way, I'll say it again, share again, that August 29th at 11 a.m. PST, so that'd be 2 p.m. Eastern, I will be, and a few other creators will be on the Sonic official live stream. We'll be playing the open network test on stream together with a few of our friends from Sega, so it'll be super fun. Make sure you guys lock in for that stream. I will be live here on this channel as well for that at the same time, so you guys can watch from here, so it'll be a great time. Hope you guys lock in for that. I also, if you guys want me to react to stuff today regarding Sonic Racing Crossworlds, regarding the news, what you guys want me to talk about, any gameplay, any video, anything like that, send it via quote tweets on this tweet here. I'll put the link in the chat because it's important that we share this stream, get more people in here, get more Sonic fans in here. Let's continue to grow our community and create a safe and awesome place for us. But yeah, we have a lot to talk about. There's a lot going on. I will say too, no leaks. In fact, I'm gonna pause the music real quick. In fact, I got a better idea. No, hold on. Hold on. You know what? This is fine. This beta isn't for 2 more days. I heard that there's been some people that's been able to access the game early. Can't say I'm surprised, really, but honestly, we ain't covering any of that. No leaks. Only official stuff. No leaks. The Sega Ninjas are always watching. They're always watching, and we cannot kick that hornet nest, okay? But also, like, I saw people, like, dude, like, I heard that there's people, like, streaming the game early, and it's like, do you just not care for a YouTube channel, bro? You're gonna get nuked, okay? Yeah, so no, we're not talking about leaks today. Also, it's like 2 more days. Just fucking chill out. Not even. It's like, technically, it's tomorrow night. Tomorrow midnight. Tomorrow's midnight, which is the day after. Yeah. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Basically tomorrow night. Basically tomorrow night. Right? Let me check my... Am I stupid? I might be stupid here. Hold on, let me give me a sec. Hold on, wait, I'm checking my schedule. I have an Excel sheet of everything I'm doing. Hold on. That's Thursday. Okay, so hold on. That's Thursday. So it really is 2 full days. Yeah, so yeah, we don't need to discuss that stuff yet. It's only 2 days away. Alright, let me yeah. By the way, I should say this too, real quick. Because we have a lot of... Can my thing open, please? Thank you. Am I allowed to? Yeah, I think I can share this. I think I can share this. Okay, so this is my schedule right now. We have a lot to do. Okay? Let me show this real quick. Guys. This is my schedule right now, okay? We have the Road to Crossworlds Marathon, which is coming soon, and we're going to be starting that next week. Never mind, that's not on the 2nd. On the 2nd, Sonic Drift 1 and 2 is technically when we start it. This is the beta, right? But that right there, that's when we start it. I need to finish Deltarune Chapter 4 starting today and finishing it tomorrow, okay? We have our Crossworlds Midnight stream on Thursday, okay? Friday is the live stream with Sega. All 3 of these days, actually 4 technically, we'll be playing the beta. We're gonna be doing that non-stop. I will be everything, okay? This is where we start the Sonic Racing Crossworlds Marathon. We're going to be, or Race to Crossworlds. We're going to be doing Sonic Drift 1 and 2 on Tuesday. Wednesday, like every single week for the next 3 weeks, it's full packed streams, okay? I'm also going to try to fit in some videos in between on these breaks, but they're not here, okay? Not getting no sleep, I never do. Do you see my eyes? Anyways, Sonic Riders, and then I'm thinking what I did is I separated the racing game and the multiplayer. I figured we should have a separate stream for each game to have a multiplayer stream, okay? So we're gonna do some Riders multiplayer. We're gonna do Zero Gravity and then Zero Gravity multiplayer, okay? I am going to try the Sonic Free Riders with a controller. If I don't do it with the controller, I'm not playing it again. We're gonna try that. I'm gonna try Rivals for the first time. Sonic Rivals 1 and 2 right here. And each day are gonna have their own multiplayer as well. I'm gonna probably get someone to do multiplayer with me. I wanna know, maybe you guys can answer this for me. Are these two games easy to emulate? And I own the game, by the way. I just bought it. I actually did. I'm not joking. I legitimately just bought Rivals. I'll show you. Boom. I legitimately just bought this. So, yeah. There we go. Look at that. But yeah, I want to... Is it easy to... They're easy? Okay, good. I just want to make sure. Even though I got this, I'd rather do it on an emulator. That way we could get the best quality and stuff like that. Alright. So we got Rivals 1 and 2. We have the multiplayer. We're going to be doing All-Stars, Transformed, and then Team Sonic Racing. Which, I'm thinking about making a video about Team Sonic Racing, but, you know, that's neither here or there. But yeah, that is the schedule right now. That is what I'm working with. That is why... Last minute, that's why last minute I did Deltarune. Because the only free time I have to finish Deltarune is right now. And that would have been the case if people didn't release 10,000 different clips of Crossworlds today, which we got to cover. So, let's go over this. Let's try to find... And again, if you guys have stuff you guys want me to cover, send it via the quote tweet. First thing first, I kind of... Yeah, let me do this. Sonic Racing Crossworlds. First thing first, we got an official video by Sega today that I did not watch yet, and we need to watch. So let's do it. Oh, hold on, let me make sure the audio's all good, by the way. It's not too loud, right? Here we go. You ready? Let's do it first. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Rev your engines, racers. The open network test is coming soon. Thrills and surprises.
We got the Nickelodeon narrator. Let's go. I'm just joking. What did he call Mephiles? It was Mephiles. I don't blame him, by the way. All right, here we go.
Rev your engines, racers. The open network test is coming soon. Thrills and surprises await at every turn in Sonic Racing Crossworlds.
I'm so fucking excited, dude.
During this limited time experience, you'll put your driving skills to the test in 9 select courses over 3 laps. But there's a twist. At the end of the first lap, you'll enter a travel ring that'll take you to any of the 7 available Crossworlds. You'll be drifting, flying, and boosting through iconic locations like Metal Harbor and fan favorites like Dragon Road.
Bro, dude, the Unleashed glazing is crazy. We already have, like, what, 55 different Unleashed maps in this game? They know what they're doing.
The open network test will run from Friday, August 29th, 12:01 a.m. through Monday, September...
12:01 a.m.? Damn, that's so specific. I feel like they didn't need to specify that. They could have just said 12 a.m. and people would have been fine.
First, 11:59 p.m. Eastern. You can preload it now on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, Nintendo Switch, Steam, and Epic. There are more customization options than ever before. Every character and vehicle
we will be having a midnight stream. I will be brewing coffee. We will be live. We will be live. We will be live. Okay? Maybe we'll play some TSR right before. I'm just joking. We ain't doing that.
Associated with one of the 5 types: speed, acceleration, handling, power, and boost. You can mix and match any character with action, handling, power, and boost.
Dude, for a second, my eyes tricked me. I thought we saw the entire character list. I'm like, wait, what?
You can mix and match any character with any vehicle, finding the right combination of stats that suits your racing style. There will be 21 vehicles to test drive during the open network test, with more to come at launch.
That's awesome.
You can also create a one-of-a-kind racing machine by combining the front, rear, and tire parts of different vehicles.
Bro, GTA 6 who? Like, I can't believe this is honestly a Sonic game. This is so cool.
You can then fine-tune its look to your exact liking, from the paint color to the material finish to stylish decals. You might end up spending just as much time in your garage
Dude, we got like aura?
as you will out on the racetrack.
What?
For those who want to take things to the next level, we're introducing the gadget system. There are 42 gadgets you can mix and match during the open network test. As you progress through the game, you'll be able to unlock mix and match.
This is the most I feel like we saw the gadgets like this.
We're
Hold
introducing the gadget system. There are 40
dash panel. So we've seen a few of these, but I feel like there's a lot more than what we saw last time. Ring Thief or Mini. What is Mini Ring Thief? Okay, it's the same thing, just less. What's that down there? Wait, Air Drift Mobility. Okay, I think that's new. Charge Jump Mobility. Oh, I hope that's not like a better controls type thing, because I do think the drifting in the plane is a little weird, but not crazy. Actually, what is weird for me, or it's not necessarily weird, but I'm not used to when I played it, is in plane form you could drift, but in boat form you can jump, but you don't drift. So it's like, it's interesting. It's an interesting
mix and match
change. Super slow start? What does that say?
During the open net.
What? Speed tuner. Okay. Yeah, no, I feel like this is more than we have seen before. Invincible start, bumper guard, item keep.
Work test.
Inventory plus, we saw that. Inventory swap, that's okay. Hardware item, okay. Hazard item, attack item. Cool.
As you progress through the game, you'll be able to unlock 6 slots. Each gadget has unique power-ups, like getting a boost when colliding with other players, or being...
That was the most broken one. That was how I started to win a lot of races during the beta, was I enabled that one move and quick charge, and suddenly I was in top 3 like every single time.
Able to perform lightning quick air tricks. You can even obtain gadget kits that have multiple perks. Between the characters, vehicles,
and
gadget kits.
Speed. So these are like preset, like
that have multiple perks.
Yeah, multiple perks. Okay, this is so like, I am not used to a Sonic game getting this much thought put into something as simple as a gadget system. I am just not used to that at all. Now, I was almost said Sega, but I've played Yakuza 0, so I've had my eyes open. So I do know they have been cooking, just not with Sonic. Am I off screen? I have to sneeze. Okay, we're good. All right. Where am I? Okay, I'm back. Oh, shit. Dude, I sneezed so hard we went to a different scene.
Between the characters, vehicles, and gadgets, every player is sure to find the combination that works for them. Try out 12 iconic are sure to find the combination that works for them.
I can't believe I'm looking not just at Holoska, but like the Wii version of Holoska. Damn, that sky looks beautiful. Dude, this is a very beautiful map. I'm missing Sonic games.
12 iconic Sonic characters during this event. Once you've picked your favorite racer and built your ultimate racing machine, head online and face off against opponents in World Match. In this mode, play against 11 other players worldwide as you race for first, earn rank points, and level up your world rank.
Okay.
All users who try out the ONT this weekend will receive an exclusive decal and title. And that's not all. For 24 hours starting Sunday, August 31st at 12:01 a.m. Eastern, try out the Joker Festival event.
All right, that's cool.
During this event, players are split into 3 teams of 4 and compete for points and unique rewards.
Wait, it's a whole...
Players.
I apologize. I thought it was a just like a skin. Wait, it's a whole thing.
Try out the Joker Festival event. During this event, players are split into 3 teams of 4.
What?
And compete for points and unique rewards, including decals and titles.
That's fucking sick. I didn't realize it was like a whole mode. Sonic Splatfest, I know, it's crazy.
There will be unique race modes and rule sets, and the winning team at the end of the festival will receive an exclusive title.
That's so cool. I had no idea it was... Wow.
Did we also mention that you'll get to try out Joker himself? He'll be infiltrating the world of Sonic Racing to steal all the trophies. The calm and collected Joker is a handling type character, capable of maneuvering the most intricate courses without breaking a sweat. Driving the Arsene Wing, Joker will dart through chicanes at speeds no other racer would dare to.
Yo, honestly, I know I made a joke in the beginning, but actually shout out to the narrator. He's actually doing a really good... I feel like I'm watching a Nintendo Direct right now, and it's working. I don't know how to explain it. Also, as a person who did the narration for an official Sega video one time, I cannot... Narration is hard as hell, and I'm terrible. I hate the sound of my own voice. This dude sounds amazing.
All users who play during the festival will unlock Joker and...
So this ribbon is part of the Joker Festival. I thought it would have been... I thought it was like maybe like a TSR mode or something.
his vehicle, the Arsene Wing, for the remainder of the open network test.
Also, I could be absolutely tripping right now. I might be. Was that yacht always in the background?
Unlock...
See that like giant cruise ship?
Joker...
Was that always there?
And his vehicle, the Arsene Wing, for the remainder of the open network test.
It was? Okay.
With this many characters, tracks, vehicles, gadgets, and more, there's a lot to try out during this limited time experience. Preload now and hop into the Sonic Racing Crossworlds open network test this weekend. The evolution of Sonic Racing comes to consoles and PC on September 25th.
Man.
For the latest updates, follow Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic Racing Crossworlds on X.
Dude. This game, like, there's a confidence, like, I don't know how to explain it other than, like, there's a confidence in this title I just haven't seen from them in so long. In regards to what is essentially a half-year game, a layover game, a how do you describe it? Like a spin-off title. Like I'm so not used to this. I'm not used to like this confidence from them. This amount of like content from the start, this roadmap, and I'm excited, dude. It just makes me excited, not just for this, but also what could be in the future. Cause like people have always wanted like a Sonic fighting game. We've always wanted like a Chow Garden game. Like I'm just talking about like in the far future. If this is like the standard we're going with right now for a racing game, like I would love to see this type of mentality for other stuff too. This is awesome. This is awesome. That looked cool. That was great. I am excited. And let me see here too. Let me check Twitter because they're telling me to check Twitter. Let me see here. Let me see. You're crazy. I don't know what to say other than you're fucking crazy. I did not see that. I did not see that right now. I did not see that. I did not just see that. I did not see that. What the hell is wrong with you, dude? Jesus Christ. Brother. Mr. Shittispants, thank you for the $100 donation. Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. Thank you. Hard spam in the chat for Mr. Shittispants. Let's head to Tails' channel real quick because there's been a lot of stuff over the last overnight. There's stuff we got to go over just in general, and then we will head to Fidel's video in a second here. Yeah, let's here we go. Yeah, let's actually get a chill playlist going. Let's get a chill Sonic music OST. All right. Actually, we'll do a little upbeat. That's fine. We'll go with that. Alright. Alright. Let's get started here. This man thinks he's cute. So this is from Smirk's thing. So we did see this already. I did see this already. So this is about the festival, but... Yeah, they talk about it right here, man. I just did not pay attention. So this is about that Joker festival. I love Twitter's bitrate. I love when I can barely see the game. That's awesome. So I saw this one too. So this is interesting. And by the way, this is something people have noticed online last night, which is a great thing, by the way, for those that have been kind of in the dumps about this. It turns out these characters, at least, I can't say for all of them, but I believe people have found out that Joker and Miku have voices. And you will hear it.
Random track.
Joker doesn't speak. Only Miku, I think. I don't think Joker does. Okay, wait, so it's just Miku at this point? Okay, got you. Got you. My bad. But yeah. I'm happy to see that, but I really do need... I do really want the other characters to speak as well. No, I really want to... What is that? Like, I know that, like, this is our rival, like, Knuckles, but why does he look, like, demonic? I saw this in the rival menu, though. What do they... This reminds me of those androids from Shadow the Hedgehog 2 player, honestly. They're skins? You think they're just skins? I don't know. But yeah, okay, so now we have some of the new stuff that was coming out last night that I did not see. Let's go into this one. Wait, hold on, let me see. Is there like a YouTube? I cannot stand Twitter's playlist or playback system. Do they have... Hold on. No, okay, it was just, gotcha. Alright. Let's talk about it. So we got, like, Chronos gameplay, huh? I actually want to pause the music, because I actually want to hear this remix. Oh, yeah, we'll go to GameSpot, too, by the way.
We are both creations of the Robotnik lineage. Would you consider us family?
That's cool.
I put that part of my history behind me. I live for myself. You should do the same.
Sound advice. Sound advice. It's not worth it. Sage, don't go through the arc Shadow did. That's good advice. That's awesome. That's awesome dialogue.
Robotnik lineage. Would you consider us family?
I've put that part of my history behind me.
Oh my god, he's really... Sonic characters cannot cross their arms ever.
I live for myself. You should do the same.
I really like that that pose. Wow, I don't know why I can't speak.
Incredible!
She sings it, yeah. I heard, yeah, she sings it. That is so funny. That's so funny.
This is only a minor setback.
Dude, that's... do you know how many people are probably just getting the game just for that now? There's so many people who just love Miku, and that alone will get them to buy the game. That's awesome. Okay, so we have this one from Sonic Wind Blue on YouTube. Let's actually... So, yeah, Sonic Wind Blue on YouTube. So we have this gameplay. I think this is some clean gameplay, so let's check this out real quick. You know, actually, let me go to Fidel's first, because I think Fidel's is, like, I don't think it's direct feed recording. So, we'll kind of, we'll ease into that footage. Hold on. Let's go to the Fidel's here. All right, here we go.
Oh, sorry.
I need you to just act normal once, bro, in public. I need you to just, you're scaring everybody. Dude, come on, dude.
Guys,
right,
I'm gonna let Miku do the silly intro. Miku, do it.
Na, 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 na.
She sings the song. Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the Game Skits. Today and only today, that's right, your boy has gotten a nice exclusive hands-on with Sonic Racing Crossroads. I know, thank you. I guess applause for later. Let's go, hashtag, you know what it is.
This dude, I can't, dude, please.
But yes,
all right.
I got a nice opportunity to go check out the Gamescom build of...
We gotta start a GoFundMe. I need Fidel to own a Elgato, please, God.
Sonic Racing Crossroads. I actually got to check it out in New York, which is why I didn't end up going to Gamescom. Because they're like, hey, this is happening in New York. Want to just do this in New York? I was like, okay, cool. And not just that, on Friday when the network test is going on, I'm going to be on the Sonic Team stream, which is playing the game. So your boy is moving up in this world. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for all the love, support, and everything you guys always give me. And before some people say... hashtag ad, hashtag free product, hashtag the payroll. I wish I was getting paid. But no.
Real talk, the amount of times we get called like sexual stuff like that. Dude, I wish I was getting paid. Dude, I have college bills, okay? Can I please get paid to glaze?
Of course, today we are here to talk about it.
It's more embarrassing. We do it for free.
Of Sonic Racing Crossroads. I got to try out quite a few new things in this latest build as opposed to Summer Games. So I guess now I've got...
Dude, I can't stop laughing. Maybe he's not allowed to catch. I'll have to ask him. But like, brother, I need you to get an Elgato. I need you to get a laptop, get an Elgato, have an HDMI cord on standby, and you just bring it with you, bro. I can't stand this 2009 angry video game nerd looking video. Like, I need actual feed footage.
The initial network test that we all...
There's a possibility you're not allowed to. It's actually a possibility.
Summer Games Fest, and now here the pre-launch build effectively. So make sure you subscribe to your boy, lock in, and let's get right into this. All right, let's start with our first initial thoughts on things now, you know, that I'm on round 3 of playing this game before we enter the network test. I still love it, man. It is still super fun. I know it's nothing crazy, right? Like, there's a lot of new things I want to talk about. And I'm gonna be...
I don't know why Vector on a board is almost as weird as Eggman on a board. I don't see it. I don't...
doing them in specific orders.
That's hilarious, honestly.
But the more I play the game at these events or whatever, the more I'm like, I just want it now, you know?
Also, does his gold chain have physics? Do you guys see this shit?
The more I play the game at these events or whatever, the more I'm like, I just want it now.
What the fuck?
Now I'm at the point where I'm like, all right, I'm done being teased with little gameplay moments, you know what I mean? Which, you know, we're about to go through again with the network test this weekend. I just want the game, right? But the game did feel more polished. I got to try the new 3 maps that they showed, which is the Grand Coco map, right? Which has the White Space, North Star Island, and Kronos, dude, which we're going to talk about.
This map looks so beautiful.
A lot about, but just initial thoughts. I got to try out Miku. I got to try out some more extreme gear. The game is feeling more polished. It looks better, and I'm so excited. All right, let's do this in order. The first thing I want to talk about are the first 3 new tracks. So the build effectively had the same cups that I had available in Summer Games Fest, and so I did end up replaying those. I actually got to go to the event with Choctopus. Shout out to Chuck. So if you notice,
which I actually just saw that he just uploaded to, so we could watch that.
Some of the gameplay is good versus some of the gameplay is bad. Just know the cups where I got first place for mine,
that's
and the
crazy.
cups where we didn't were Chalk's gameplay.
That's crazy.
Let's start with the new
That's
Grand Prix that I got to
crazy.
try. So on the menu screen, again, it shows that there are 7 Grand Prix on top, and then this Grand Coco one is like, I guess, the bonus one because it doesn't have like a little Chaos Emerald symbol on it.
Oh.
I can't pinpoint what the other 2 cups are. Like, I don't know if like they're just locked.
Hold on one second. Let me re-get this part. Hold on. So these are, yeah, 2
menu
emeralds.
screen. Again, it shows that there are 7 Grand Prix on top, and then
Yeah. Okay.
this Grand Coco one is like, I guess, the bonus one because it doesn't have like a little Chaos Emerald symbol on it. I can't pinpoint what the other 2 cups are. Like, I don't know if like they're just locked, and when I beat the Grand Coco cup, or we all do, like, it's gonna open up and we get something. Is it gonna be like a remix cup? Is it DLC that's just not open yet? I have no idea what those 2 are. But let's
Okay, I'm already, like, I'm such a fucking nerd, bro. I'm looking at, like... no, this is not gonna work here. I'm looking at, like, over here, how there's no stones here from the map. This is interesting. Is this, like, a fully rendered, like, Rhea map? Like, I feel like, but, like, I could see... dude, I know Sonic modders are going to, like, extract this. I feel it, like they have like the full map, like not the full one, but I do see Rhea, but not like the original, you know, 1 map thing. But
get
like,
right into this.
This is still really cool to see.
The first of the 3 new tracks I got.
No,
to
it's
try
not Beta Chronos. No,
today.
No, it's not.
Chronos Island, baby. Oh my god, when I got on this track, I was so excited. By the way, I had to be so quiet when like those not quiet, but like when we covered the leaks and stuff where we saw Chronos at the event, I had to bite my tongue like, yeah man, there's Chronos. But yes, Chronos Island looks fantastic. I've seen some people online, Chris has looked, but I think in the final build it looks amazing.
Cool.
It's just cool to see what they ended up doing, right?
Yeah, I saw people were complaining about like how it looks like overcast, and it's like,
And so
did you play Frontiers, bro? That's the whole look of Frontiers.
The music,
like that captures the vibe of the game. The maps are gonna capture the vibe of the game they are from, and this captures Frontiers to a T.
it looks fantastic. I've seen some people online, Chris has looked, but I think in the final build it looks amazing. It's just cool to see what they ended up doing, right? So the music is awesome, right? So on lap 1, right, it's going to play the Chronos Island theme, right? You know, a bit of a remix sound, upbeat vibe, and then when you get to lap 3, after you've done like, you know, the Crossworlds, it plays a remix of I'm Here. Listen to this, bro.
Damn. That sounds really good. Well, that's awesome. I like that.
It's so good. And what I love about it is I wish it was more of a big medley around the entire island, but I think they do cover the things of the island that like stick out in your mind. So, like,
This
for
part
example,
looks so cool. Like riding on Squid's tail looks so
in,
sick.
The open field, right? You will go under like the big bridge. You know the big bridge on the island.
By the way, thank you guys for the donations, by the way. I will read them after.
Where like you could do the wall run in, right? You're gonna have a segment where you are driving up the tower. Obviously, you know, the first iconic, and I don't know, you know what I mean, the first big tower that you climb. You get to drive up that segment in a big curve. And then one of the smartest things about this map is you get to ride on Squid, right? So like you'll get to that tower of the tower, and then you'll start the Squid segment where you're on him and Squid is racing through, and then boom, you get off him, you're in an open field. You see some
That
of
is
the
really
big
cool.
enemy bosses, like I know they have the giant.
That is the cool. That is such a cool idea.
The big enemies. You know what I'm saying, with the freaky names that look kind of freaky, but you'll see them around, and that'll be really it. But it's like if you look around, there's Coco's going on. I just really love the vibe, the music of the track. I just feel like they did it.
Dude,
really
Miku's board is so fucking big. It's so funny. It
good
actually
job
is.
with Kronos. Like I said, I would have loved if it was like a medley around the entire island of Kronos, because I feel like I have that island like ingrained in my mind.
Yeah.
But I feel like they got the highlights. I mean, everybody remembers Squid. You remember that first tower, right? You remember, you know, just the open field. You see the Cocos. You know the big bridge. Like, I feel like they sort of segmented the part that makes the most sense, and it's cool just to see the island in HD. It's also a fun track. I also like that you're driving on like the metal ground, you know, that was carved by Eggman. I guess there's one part where you go on like the
It is weird to see this map without all the floating rails in the sky.
corner of the island driving through, which is really fun. I guess
Wait, what?
there's one part where you're driving on like, and it's cool just to see the island in
I got confused when the ring went back to the same map.
HD. It's also a fun track. I also like that you're driving on like the metal ground, you know, that was carved by Eggman. I guess there's one part where you go on like the corner of the island driving through it.
Time trial? Okay,
really
got
fun.
it.
So-
Dude, I was so confused for a sec. I was like, what the what?
Overall, like,
Okay, I
had
get
a
it.
great time
My
driving
bad.
through Kronos.
I was so confused. I was so
This
confused.
is awesome. But I cannot get over how good the I'm Here remix sounds like, bro. It's so good, man. It's so good.
Dude, the Azora enemy, I think that's the name, right? Makes the boost rings. That's so cool. They really are cooking with the map
The second
ideas.
racetrack that takes place in the Coco Cup is the North Star Islands. This was a fun surprise. I like how this cup is just like the modern Sonic Cup. I thought this was really clever. So instead of just taking, you know, one level from Sonic Superstars, it ends up being
An entire-
medley, right?
yeah.
So you end up going through the initial
I kind of want more maps like this though. I want more maps that like if we're gonna take like a stage from like a certain Sonic game, I'd rather it be like a stage that celebrates the entirety of that Sonic game. You're not gonna grab more than one stage. Like, can you imagine like a Sonic Advance stage where it's just a bunch of different parts of Advance, or a Sonic in the Secret Ring stage, or a Sonic and Black Knight stage, or just different levels from it. That's such a cool
Sonic
idea.
Superstars into the you go like to an underground section where you see a bit of the jungle zone, which I thought was really cool, and then you fly up to the sky level, you know, that one act sky level in the game, onto the factory area, right, and then ending off with the desert. And so I think they did a pretty good job with this one. I like how the track is designed. It's pretty simple, right? Overall, like the layout's not too crazy, but I do like that they made it sort of a medley of these Superstar tracks. I would have liked if they had picked like Golden Capital, or even like, you know, that pixel arty voxel area that stands out a lot in Superstars. But for the most part, like when you get to each distinct area, especially if you just played the game much, you'll recognize it. Like it's cool. I like the remix they go with. Like
This is such a cool
obviously
idea.
remix the main theme, which is really good. You hear like the da dun da dun da dun dun, but it's like it's more upbeat, it's more fun. Like I like how they ended up doing this stage. While it's not necessarily my favorite level, I wish they had done more with the factory area. Like the factory area sort of ends with this part where like you're driving and then there's just like a big mallet in the middle of it, but I guess you can go left and right to dodge it. But I don't know, I feel like they definitely could have done like a little bit more with the North Star Island level, but regardless, it's at least pretty and it's at least a fun layout. And third new track that hit the ground was White Space.
This
Now,
is cool.
White Space is so cool because like it's almost like if you look at it right from this gameplay, it's literally like they just took the level and plopped it in, you know, and then they were like, here's your car. Like you even start at the segment where you first, you know, use the 5 Chaos Spears to open the gate from Shadow Generations, right? And oh my god, I love the music here. It does it lets you listen to the white space theme, which, you know, the white space theme in general is All Hail Shadows theme, like, you know, more haunting, like it's like da na 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 na. Now, but you'll hear it a bit more like upbeat, remixed in the style that you've been hearing a lot for this game. More like upbeat, remixed in the style.
I thought that, I didn't know if that was like an alternate track right there or something, an alternate path.
Been hearing
interesting
a lot for this game. But yeah, I do like this level because, again, you end up driving around the white space. You'll see like all of it, like all, if you
can you go on the left or will it stop you?
look around, you're gonna notice it
interesting
one to one. They even do like a clever water section where when you go through the water section, it's meant to, you know, reminisce, you know, when you are using the squid ability in the game. Not squid ability, what's the other one? The water one, whichever. But yeah, it's meant to mimic that area of it, and the layout's really cool. But what I love a lot about this one, I think stands out over Chronos and North Star, is when you get to the third lap, like the big end version of it, right? It all turns like the evil red version.
Yeah, that is such a cool idea. And I guess there's more projectiles too.
The track layout changes. Instead of being on the ground of white space.
Okay, and now you get to take this pathway. So that's also cool. So it also changes the map a little bit too, like the where you race.
And the track layout changes. Instead of being on the ground of white space, you're actually flying upwards, like the segment from the original Shadow Generations where you're going up to Radical Highway. You end up actually having like a flying section where you're going upwards. You're seeing gates of Space Colony Arc all around. Like it's such a good version of it. You'll hear
that enemy actually shot him.
Arc all around. Like,
did it aim at him or did he just kind of run into it? No, he just kind of ran into it. Now, I gotta be honest with you, Fidel. That's fucking crazy, actually. I'm sorry for slowing this down and calling you out. Like, I thought he aimed at you. I cannot. That is actually really funny.
Good version of it. You'll hear like a more intense version.
I was like, oh damn, the enemy aims at you. That's sick. No,
Hail Shadow. Like
that's still really cool.
Cool. I thought this was the most clever like change that they did.
Oh wow, and you really go all the way around. You're near Chaos Island.
Uses of like a world, and then, you know, for those of you that don't know, just like
so, hold on.
Like one of the like smartest uses.
Okay, so the purple goo you cannot ride on at all. It'll push you away.
Like a world. And then, you know, for those of you that don't know, just like I played at Summer Games Fest, the way Grand Prix works is that. For those
and then there's a secret. There's a little path on the right here. Damn. Do we know what all the red rings do?
The way Grand Prix works is that when you get to the last race, it's a medley through all three racetracks. So it's cool to go through like Chronos one lap with I'm Here playing, and then the North Star Islands that's super upbeat, and then the white space that's.
You think that's the smart assist? He has steer assist on? Oh, gotcha.
Completely red. Like, I just thought all the stuff that they did there
that makes more sense.
Super cool, bro.
Also the music.
And if that is the final cup of the game, I think that's a pretty good finale. Again, I still want to know what the other two are. But yeah, and again, there's still tracks we don't know. Like a bunch of the cups were locked. The cups that were open were tracks that I've played all before. You know, it's all the ones that you've seen before. I'll still show a bit of it as it's going on here. And, you know, you still get the mall. That looks fantastic. You know, you still get Water Palace. That's awesome. You know, you get Sand Road. You get the garden area that we've seen and played through a few times. But yeah, like all the other levels were the same. Even this build, unless I got really bad RNG, I did not get any new Crossworlds, right? The ones I played here were ones that I had available at Summer Games Fest. Like, you know, I saw the what's it called? The Sonic Unleashed one, right? When you're in what the hell's the level, bro? The
Dragon Road?
The level with the giant eagle. Of course I'm gonna blank now because I need to know the information. You know how it is. But yeah, all the cyber
brother, I need you to do me a favor one time, okay? You're about to make a YouTube video with dude, I need you to open a notepad and make some bullet points. I should call him right now.
Spaces I went to were the ones we've now because I need to know the information. You know how it is. But yeah, all the today we are here.
Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. I can't, dude. I'm the eagle level.
You know, you get Sand Road, you get
that's awesome.
Summer Games when you're in what the hell's the level, bro? The level with the giant eagle. Of course I'm gonna blank now because I
all right, hold on. Hold on, bro. You better answer your phone. You.
Your call.
I'll get him a beeper.
Need to know the
The
information.
level was what, dude?
You know how it
The Phoenix.
is. But yeah, all the cyberspaces I went to were the ones we've done
He said
before.
Eagle.
I went to the fire one, the bingo one, and I think all the tracks are still looking fantastic. I think even like based on what we know now, it's like there's only a few tracks left hidden, and I wonder what they're gonna be. And the really nice thing about revisiting some of these tracks that I played is I noticed that the audio and music mixing is just better overall. Like I can hear the music a bit better, and I feel like, you know, because of the item balance being better, I feel like playing through the courses felt a little bit more enjoyable. I didn't notice any changes in terms of like how they're laid out, but there is something about like how the music is presented in production that feels a little bit more polished. Now I feel like I'm playing the complete thing.
Dude, that board is huge. It's weird. It almost does look like Miku's animations are the most like. They look really good on the board.
And also the game setting was on Sonic speed. I couldn't tell if this was using the dynamic camera setting that we just found out about. The game did feel...
I don't think this is the dynamic camera, but I did see footage of the dynamic camera from Smirky. Y'all, it's a must. It is a must. I'm turning that on day one.
like, you know, faster and more close up. Again, that could just be a placebo effect, but I, of course, was trying out Extreme Gear, and we're going to talk about Extreme Gear and all that stuff. But yeah, I felt like the speed, the third difficulty speed, because I know it's like slow, normal, super, like Sonic speed, and then there's the fourth, which is like, would be your 200cc, that was still locked. We didn't get to try it. I know they have mirror mode in there, but yeah, for the most part, I thought the speed was still really good. I feel like Sonic speed is the perfect sweet spot for speed. We're going to see if maybe, you know, the
I need that
one
supersonic
is,
speed.
like, way better, and everyone's gonna want to do that. But for now, like, I was cool and content with the speed. But let's talk about characters, right? Because in this build, I went for Mino Choco. I tried to pick characters that were not playable before in other builds. So I tried out Sage first and foremost, because I know a lot of people have wanted to, you know, to see Sage in action. And I gotta say, bro, Sage is awesome. Listen to her little interaction she has with Sonic.
Good to see you again. Ready for a little friendly competition?
In these circumstances, we are at odds. Friendly is not an option. I prefer antagonistic.
That's funny. Sage is
also
such an
look
adorable character.
how cute her win animation is.
Proof of my superior design.
And I felt the need.
That's so
I know a lot
funny.
of people wanted to see her
That's
in the
adorable.
Giganto car, but I'm a bit of an extreme gearhead, so I thought it was funnier to see her.
Oh, here we go. Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, dude, listen. I didn't mean to. I hope you're not too busy.
No,
You know, I was just watching your video with the chat. And by the way, great video, by the way. Shout out to. I'm happy you got you were invited again. You know, I'm not pissed or anything. Question. So,
yeah.
Giant Eagle.
What the fuck is that?
You said the level with the Giant Eagle.
Oh, where did I say that? Oh, dude, I'm fucking stupid. Yeah, I forgot the name. I forgot that it was called Dragon Road, so I just called it the level with the giant.
Yeah, you did. And it's a phoenix, not an eagle.
It's the same.
All right.
It's like the same thing.
And
bro.
also, hey, listen.
Okay.
Do we need to start a GoFundMe for an Elgato? Like, how do I get you to start recording?
You don't know the story, bro. No,
Oh, was it
bro,
that? All right.
So I go to New York, and I go to my friend Chalk's place, right? Because we're gonna record this. He bought a laptop, and I bought a laptop. We both bought laptops for this event. Yeah. And so we're going in we're testing things out in our place at his place, and we're like, why isn't the capture card working? This is not good. And then it turns out that the recent capture cards, they only work, like the new Elgato, the 4KXs, only work with USB-C.
Yeah.
And both the laptops we had, both did not have USB-C.
What bum laptop did you buy that doesn't have USB-C? What did you buy?
I don't know. Dude, I bought a regular good laptop. He bought a 5070 GeForce. I was like, how does that not have USB-C?
Wait, that's fucked up. Okay, what the heck?
I was in shock. So, like, I was like, what the fuck?
Okay, I got you.
Trying to find makeshift solutions, buy, like, fucking converters, all this shit. Nothing is working.
Okay,
you know
that
what?
makes a lot more sense, actually.
Yeah, like, we're raw balling this. We're going to do this. He got a camera with him, pointed at the screen, syncing the audio, and that's how we got it.
Oh, no, it's all good. I was thinking, like, oh, maybe you guys couldn't, like, plug in an Elgato or something. I didn't know you guys actually had, like, a whole story arc about it. That's fucking crazy, because...
Elgato needs to make... Dude, Elgato's stupid.
They are.
To make a device where you can just plug it into a machine to get direct recording.
I mean, you want to know something worse? So, for me... I bought the iMac, and this is for you, chat. You guys should listen to this. I got an iMac Pro. Like, I got a laptop, $2,000 laptop. Elgato, you know, like the 4K capture utility, that's not on Mac.
Yeah.
You have to use OBS. But the problem is, if the game is running off of a Windows computer, which it mostly does, it will turn off like HDR and all that stuff, and the game will look gross. So, Elgato, fix your shit. Make it more compatible. All right, that's all we got to say.
Fix your shit, Elgato.
Yeah. All right, man. Hey,
Yeah.
this is awesome so far. I just wanted to call and fun. Hey, you excited for the Sonic stream?
Oh, dude, we're doing that Friday. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So we're enemies or we're teammates? What's going on there? What are we doing?
I don't know. It said rivals, so I feel like we're enemies.
Well, even if we're teammates, we're still enemies because I'm not helping your ass. I'm just letting you know that right now.
Exactly, no,
Just straight up, yeah. We're gonna be We're gonna be our own worst enemies. All right, man.
Yeah,
All right, dude. Take care, bro. We'll talk soon. Have not the slightest idea what that was. I'm gonna put my phone away over here. I don't know what that was. We're gonna ignore that sound. I don't know what is he doing? Where is he? Where is he right now? I don't know. Okay.
I'm a bit of an extreme gearhead, so I thought it was funnier to see her in extreme gear, and I was absolutely right. Seeing Sage rock extreme gear is extremely funnier and way better than I could have ever imagined. I tried to go for extreme gear for everything, but for the most part, I really liked Sage.
Dude, I love Sage. Dude, Sage just floating.
For the most part, I really liked.
Dude, Sage. I have a feeling there's gonna be some funny mods with this game.
Playing as her, I thought her little trick animations were really good. But yeah, overall, she's super fun. She's super cute. She's exactly how you'd think Sage would play, and I can't wait to see all her interactions with everybody. Another character we got to try out was Vector, right? Vector's rival for the Grand Prix was actually Storm. Here, I'll let you guys listen to the interaction between them.
You ain't got nothing on me, detective. I'm gonna win this race, and there ain't nothing you can do about it.
Okay.
Oh, yes, there is. I can win and send you slinking back to your boss.
I gotta say, I think Vector has had the most consistent voice for Sonic the Hedgehog since his inception. Maybe if you're like a super stinky Sonic fan, you would hear the difference. I legitimately think, which I guess in Sonic Heroes he sounded a little more Brooklyn, but his voice has been honestly the most consistent character voice, I think, in the entire Sonic series. Because it's so easy to do a Vector, vanilla,
And send you slinking back to your boss.
Yeah, no, it sounds great.
really love that segment between those two. You know, just like this is just has been the exciting thing about this game is like a lot of these interactions aren't just like, hey, you, I'm gonna get you. It's like they'll refer to their exact thing. Like they'll be like, hey, like detective, like that's cool that he knows him. And then, you know, it's cool seeing Victor be like, I'll send you back to your boss. Like,
the fact that his chain has physics is like, I'm not used to this level of detail.
I like the little additions that don't make it feel, because like that's like my least favorite thing when I play like, you know, a Dragon Ball game or whatever fighting game, when it's just like generic intro code, like I won't let you have this, right? Versus like here getting these personal touches. But we do need to talk about the GOAT Miku, right? Miku Beam over here. Now there's been a lot of concern and question about which characters are gonna have voice acting. I didn't try Ichiban, but Ichiban did not have a voice on the character select screen, but Miku distinctly does have her voice. So first of all, like I played in the beginning of the video, she hums the main theme, which is really cool. But not just that, in the races, she has her voice. You know what I mean? Like when she'll do it, she's like, oh, wow, yeah. Like she'll do her like little Miku sometimes.
That is really cool.
Maybe that's a good sign for these characters, that these DLC characters that are gonna maybe have voices and they're just adding them later on. But yeah, I was super happy to hear Miku.
Chat, maybe you guys can educate me a little bit. When did Miku kind of like take off? Can you guys like inform me on this? Like when did Miku, because I guess she's like a, you know, she does like concert, was it 2010? Late 2000. Okay. 1934. I can't trust you anymore. Okay, so like 2010. Okay. See, it's so strange because I feel like I've only really found out about Miku until like 2018, 17. It's weird. Like I really didn't know much about Miku, and I didn't hear much about Miku till then.
Miku is absolutely gonna be one.
And the way it works, I think it's like Sega. Miku is not a Sega owned character, but Sega owns the right to put Miku in video games, right? Is that what it is? Like they could. Is that what it is? Like Miku games? They own the license. Okay, got you. All right, got you.
My mates, I almost wonder if she's gonna be in the launch game, because I'm like, why would she just be in this beta or like, you know, this Crossworld early build that I got to try if she's just not gonna be like launch rush? I feel like she's ready. I mean, if you look at the animations I have with her, she definitely looks ready. She looks pretty ready. And yeah, obviously because in Grand Prix she didn't have a rival, she didn't say anything, but you got, you know, a generic Rouge line, which I guess it'll make sense that the characters at least have a generic line with them. And Rouge, oh my god, I love you. But I really do.
But can you handle the curves though?
I do love that extra touch of Miku singing the main theme. I just think that's like so. That's the type of
that
stuff
is
that
cool.
I want to see.
That's
with
cool.
All the DLC.
Dude, I'm quoting Sonic. Sonic said it. If Sonic said it, I could say it too. I'm just saying.
That makes them stand out. Oh my god, dude! And Metal Sonic. Of course, we had to put Metal Sonic to the test. And first of all, he looks fantastic. Like he
does. I think I said that before. I didn't know if this was a new Sonic, a Metal Sonic model, but there's a lot of like animation and like the individual fingers they have, and it's like he looks really cool.
Love his appearance in the game, his Metal Seed, even his like trick animations. Look at them, and of course, as you'd expect, his opening rivalry. I actually ended up getting Big the Cat, and I guess you could listen to exactly what you think he would say.
Sonic's pretty good at fishing. Are you good at fishing too?
He said that? That's fucking crazy. This should be rated M, honestly. Dude, I fucking love Big the Cat. Look at this goofy dude. Do you see this right now? He is so happy to be involved. I fucking love this character. I really do.
Yeah, well, you thought he was gonna pull the hey. But obviously, I can't wait to see what everyone has to say to Metal Sonic. But yeah, no, overall, Metal Sonic's tricks were super cool. Like, obviously, if you like Metal Sonic, you're gonna like playing him. He just looks right. He looks like he does some of his like iconic like artwork poses, which I feel like a lot of the characters end up doing. And his speed was really good. Another really fun one was Silver. I ended up picking Silver.
I like Silver's voice. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. I've heard Silver's voice on Twitter, on a clip, I like his voice in this game.
And his rival was Espio. And man, their opening animation's really cool. But what's special about it is I felt like Silver's voice direction was notably better. Listen to this.
A pleasure to see you again. Unfortunately, we are
And Espio too, low key. Espio sounds really good too.
Better. Listen to this.
We're back.
to see you again. Unfortunately, we are fated to be adversaries for the duration of this race.
I'm all about fighting destiny. But if you want a spirited competition, I'll give it my all. Brace yourself.
He sounds so good. It really sounds like he's got the inflection from like the 06 inflection, but with the newer tone voice. I like it. I really do. He's got aura.
When I heard that at the event, I was like, oh, okay, shit. Okay. I like this. I like this a little bit more. Like, you know, it feels like they're giving him a bit more of a direction with Silver. It might be a placebo effect thing, but I don't know. I felt like he sounded better and less of a dork because, you know, he's been accused a little bit of...
That's fucking crazy. He did sound like a dork though. Since Team Sonic Racing, he was Silver is not even just in sound, but his dialogue made him sound like be more like a dork.
I've sounded like a dork recently, but it feels like with this that
that's
they've
funny.
honed in a bit more of his, you know, voice. And obviously, I like him talking with Espio. Espio still sounds fantastic. And man, Silver rocking extreme gear just looks cool. It feels right. But something really cool about Silver is listen to what he says when he loses a race.
It was no use.
Dude, I don't give a shit. Like that, like it's so predictable, but I love it. I love it. I don't care, dude. That shit just gave me the biggest shit-eating smile. I love it.
It was no use.
Yeah, you like that. I know you like that. I like
yeah,
that.
I do.
But more importantly, listen to what plays when he wins a cup.
Mm-hmm.
Now you see what I can really do.
That is so fun, dude. Silver, first off, what are you doing? Dude. He kind of ate that. Dude, that is so funny. Just having his theme song play. Because I don't think that we've heard that theme song associated with Silver since 06, right? I don't think so. Well, I guess technically Generations had the melody on the select screen. But yeah, no. Yeah, Dreams of Absolution being back, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Was it in Team Sonic Racing? Oh, okay, let's
look. Be with you. Hey, just little stuff like that, you know, seeing
That's
the
so
characters
cool.
like themes play when they win the cups. Like, hey,
Dude,
just little stuff
dude, Cream is always so animated.
like that, you know.
She's still, and even on the board,
seeing
look.
the characters like themes.
Like, it's so adorable.
Play when they win the cups. Like I feel like I've talked about this for a while. It's like I hate how recent like kart racers, you know, not to call out others, but in general, all kart racers have sort of slimmed down the like ending ceremony. Like I don't know, it used to be just a cool thing to see characters on the podium waving or like holding the flag or doing a little win animation. And it feels like it's been swapped recently to just like, hey, here's your cool trophy. Like, yeah, you got first. Where it's like getting a nice little animation, just see here's your cool trophy.
Yeah, I still want to try the supersonic speed mode. I still can't wait to try that.
Feel like, yeah, you got first. Where it's like getting a nice little animation, just seeing, you know, do a little celebration. It's cool. And before we actually end up leaving the event, I actually did want to grab one more animation for a character that probably no one would have picked, and that was Charmy. And I thought Charmy was super cute. Check this one out.
This is your first time at one of these things, right? Oh, don't worry. Just follow my lead and you'll do fine.
Okay, funny enough, I guess it really is Charmy's first time being in a racer. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
No way! I'm gonna win this and get all the prizes. There are prizes, right?
Oh my god, yo, back off from the camera, Charmy!
And get all the prizes. There are prizes, right? I want prizes.
Oh my god. Dude, why is he back up? Holy shit, he's like asking me if I have games on my phone. Like, stop. Like, get away. He's so close to the screen.
Yeah, it's actually super cute. I love how they ended up doing that interaction. I was like, you know what? I feel like Charmy might end up being that character that I'm like, you know what? No one's gonna play you. I'll lock in, buddy. And yeah, I mean, obviously, like I said, this build had a lot of characters. Pretty much the entire roster of
yeah. It is
Sonic
sometimes hard to forget that like Charmy's one of the youngest because he's 6 and I think same age as Kareem, right?
As at least, and I can't wait to hear all the different interactions and all that. But I did want to pick for this build characters that I normally didn't play. But I just, again, I can't help but feel like I really loved the like character animations for Tricks. I liked the voice acting and everything about him. Now let's talk about a bit of.
All I'm saying is y'all better be locked in when the midnight when that beta starts. We're going live immediately here.
The gameplay changes, right? You know,
we're gonna be ready.
Extreme Gear, how balancing has changed. I do think animations felt smoother overall. You know, whether it's bumping into someone, whether it's the trick animation.
I do think the animations do look a little smoother. I think the base animations are definitely faster. Because even now, like I don't think he has the fast tricks on, but it looks a lot.
Like, you know, they were a bit better, but I do obviously want to talk about Extreme Gear because this is something that, you know, people are super excited for. Now, it's important to remember with Extreme Gear, you don't have as much, you know, leeway when you're doing drifts. It's kind of like, think of it like bikes in Mario Kart, right? Where like you're like a lot more inwards drifting. Like when you.
So I think correct me if I'm wrong, but I think like, yeah, your drifting on these are not going to be great, but the payoff is I think your boost is better.
Do it like you're doing a lot more sharp turns and you're not going to get a lot of mileage out of like, you know, drifting hella early to get a big curve. When you're drifting with Extreme Gear, you are drifting, but the boost you get out of it is just so satisfying. And I think like that's going to be a big reason why a lot of people end up picking Extreme Gear. But I will say, like, I don't know, I love Extreme Gear, but seeing, you know, Chalk playing the cards, or even when I played it, you know, in earlier builds, I'm like, there's still like a joy to playing the cards in the game. They definitely feel cooler, and obviously that's partially also because of the customization. But
the animation, look at Middle Sonic, like this is what I was talking about. Like he has so many like
cooler, and obviously that's partly
like his hand there just like spinning. Like he's so well animated in this game. I don't know if it's maybe a new team that's doing the animation here, or if like maybe the people, you know, just got used to animating these characters more. This looks awesome, man.
Partially also because of the customization, but you can even, I got a few Extreme Gear options. You know, you can mess with them a little bit, but for the most part, they are boost based, right? Where like, you know, the more boosts you're getting, the faster you're gonna go, which makes a lot of sense. You know, there's a lot of moments where you just catch up to players so fast because you've got Extreme Gear on. And of course, this was a concern all the way back in the beta, item balancing, right? But that was also the #1 feedback thing. Everybody that came out of that beta originally was like, guys, it's too much. Like the stuff going on here with like the scissor attack and everything is too much. Now, granted, we need to play this game properly with people to really see how the balancing is going to be. But I will say, for the time I spent, I never felt like items were too much this time around.
I think we've definitely noticed that even though we haven't really seen a lot of online gameplay of people playing together, even just from the footage we've seen in the past week of just people playing the game, it does feel like the balancing has helped a lot.
You know, I never even once got the slicer, like myself, right? I felt like my car barely got sliced in half. That happened a few times. Like, it definitely felt like, you know, items were still cool and fun, but it definitely felt toned down from the beta, because that really was the biggest problem with that. It's just like left and right, those little spinners were causing chaos. I think that was like their #1 feedback, because like I said, I barely saw that thing in the entire race. Again, we need to see this, you know, when I'm not playing with CPUs and it's fully online and everything, right? But I will say it was dramatically clear that items were not like the big issue they were originally. They're still there. They're still obviously going to give you a boost, a better moment for you, you know, in your character and all this stuff. But it's handled much better. You can definitely tell that they toned it in a way where the items are still things you'd want to use, screw over other people. But like, if you got that skill advantage, you're still gonna be
That's good. That's the #1 concern people
try
have.
A bit more of the customization in the game. And man, we got a few of the new different car parts that looked really cool.
Dude, is that like a
there were
muscle
even
car
more
part?
colors
That's cool.
for the characters.
I don't know if we've
love,
seen
by
that
the
one
way, this
before.
is a small touch. The DLC characters get car colors that you can use, right? So like you can use the Miku car colors and Ichiban car colors on
Wait, that's
other
sick.
characters. And oh my god, dude,
Ooh.
the
The Miku one looks so nice. Oh, I might use that.
Miku color scheme is gonna be one that I rock a lot. I just love that.
Oh yeah, it
white,
looks sick.
Blue and pink aesthetic. Like I just think that looks so cool. So applying that to like, you know, extreme gear and other things is gonna be like a super fun aspect of it. You know, they even have the colors there. We actually had the auras available. So like, you know, we've heard that the game has auras. So I got those available. You have your horns now with like different like sounds and visual effects, which is pretty cool. And like I said, you know, this is something we've talked about when we've seen trailers about customization. It really does feel like everybody racing and playing is at least going to look different, you know, just because of everything you're gonna pick, whether it's the sticker, whether it's the car color, you know, whether it's the type of shine you pick your car color. Like it's going to be a big difference seeing
I like seeing
everyone
like,
goes with,
that is
including
cool.
the gadgets, right?
And this is
didn't mess
stuff
around-
I hope they add to over time too. I really want to see like a bunch of different variations over time too. Like really go crazy with the
too much with the
customization.
gadgets this time around because we just kind of wanted to get to the races, but for the most part I really did think, you know, that they were still super cool, right? We tried the drifting one, we tried the boost one, the attack one. Like I still think this game overall is, you know, using the gadget system super well. I did also get a look at the time trial mode, and it's pretty standard stuff, you know, just kind of going through it. I like that there's a ranking
This reminds me of
system
like
now, so that
honestly,
you don't
following the green arrow reminds me of Forza.
urges
Actually,
you to play kind of like a Sonic level where you're trying to get an S rank for doing super well. And you see like your ghost of the opponent and shows you like maybe like an optimized path like with the arrows. I think maybe that might be your old pad that you took. But yeah, so pretty standard stuff for the time trial for now. But really, you know, now that we've talked about all the individual aspects, I want to just go back to a bit of just the game itself, man. Like,
okay, Fidel, I love you, bro. Okay. But I cannot stand this. What's the point of a couch if you can't even sit on it, bro? Look at how much shit you got on this couch. What if you're trying to relax? What if you can't? Do you see this couch? Can you? Let's move some of these plushies, brother. That Pikachu is huge, by the way. Jesus, I just now noticed how much plushes he has on that couch. It's crazy.
I think this game is still gonna be so dope. You know, my overall thoughts coming out of this event are just like, I want to play more. Now that I've, you know, like I said in the beginning, played this.
I'm always going to be on like that. I have to. It's a rivalry. We have to. It's a thing we've been doing. We got to. But also, that is like a pet peeve. Kenny does it. Kenny will put plushies all over her couch. It's like, the couch is for sitting. It is for sitting. If there's no room for sitting, then it's not a couch. It's just a shelf. Kenny does the same thing.
Separate events or times or things. Every time I finish it, I'm like, I want to play more. Every time I play it, it feels like it's more polished, it's more refined, and it seems so much fun in terms of an addiction rate. Like, I feel like it's a game we're gonna be spending hours on hours playing, right? Especially because, like, I'm a Sonic dork at the end of the day, so I know I'm gonna end up like playing a bunch of the characters in the game and not just sticking to, you know, one or two. Like, there's gonna be that level to the game itself, right? And I think the track design is still super good, whether it's the new tracks that I got to play or it's some of the older ones that were in the build that I've played before. Like, I think this game is just shaping up to be something really special. I mean, obviously they've been treating it as so, and again, we're gonna get to play a lot more of it this weekend with the network test. But I did want to say overall, coming out of this, my thoughts are I'm just more excited for it. You know, there was nothing that, you know, really blew me away since last time, but again, it's a kart racer at the end of the day. Like, you kind of know what you're getting into. We did have access to the time trial mode and the
I would love to know what Miku and Rouge's dialogue are to each other.
You know, the race park. They didn't tell us really to go for race park because they said it's more multiplayer focused. So I didn't end up doing that because I was like, you know what, like, if we're doing this, let's get character interactions. Let's just get through the racetracks that we want to, you know, get the trick systems and all that stuff, you know, see the different character dialogues, interactions and all that. And I think, you know, that was more important and more special there. I just think now, whether it's the characters or a farming, whether it's going through the Crossworlds, whether it's going through the main tracks, like, there are are so many things to love about this game, and there's going to be so many memories we're going to have with it. I'm just like really happy with what we've got here. And I want everybody, of course, in the comment section below to tell me what track excites them the most. Which character do you want to play the most from what we've seen? What are you happy about? You know what I'm saying? From everything
This stage
I've
is
shown
so
you
cool
today,
too.
and we're
I honestly
talking
would
about
low-key
it,
like to see
about
more Forces
what
stages come
gets
back.
you the most excited. Personally, for me, it's the characters. Like, I just want to see all the tricks. I want to see all the different character animations. As of, this video, there's been a crazy, video going on the timeline of like an interaction between Rouge and Sonic. That's wild, but
Don't get distracted,
Bro.
handsome. We're here to race, so keep your eyes on the road.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
Come on, talking to a pro here. I know how to handle the curves like an expert.
yeah, no, I am overall super happy, super excited for the game, and that's really it,
crazy.
guys. Thank you all for watching. You're the best, and yeah, of course, stay tuned for more here.
Yeah,
for more
shout out
coverage.
to
We're gonna do a
Fidel.
live reaction soon when it's out to the Sonic Racing Crossworlds animation that's going to pull up. There's going to be a lot of gameplay based on the beta. There's a lot of stuff to do. It never stops.
Yeah,
It
no.
never stops. Thank y'all.
Shout out to Fidel for that video. That's awesome that we got coverage of that. And it looks like too. So there's a bunch of, oh god, there's so much. I'm just now seeing it too, all getting reckoned to me. So I see Games Radar. I see Good Vibe Gaming.
I'm
Alright,
a
hold on.
Mario Kart.
Okay, she's a Mario Kart. So I do want to check this out because we'll get more clear-cut footage here. And we do also have the footage from Sonic when Blue.
Hey everyone, John here, and I just got to play Sonic Racing Crossworlds over at Gamescom, and they gave me a Shadow the Hedgehog plushie, which as soon as I got home, was no longer mine.
Who's that?
Oh, that's adorable.
Shadow? Do you like Shadow?
Yeah. Shadow.
Cuddle Shadow.
Very based.
Anyway,
Very
this
based.
is our third impressions video on Crossworlds now. We've done the open beta, we've done PAX, and now we've got the brand new Gamescom build. So far, only Ash has given you his impressions, so let me just give you mine a moment. From the open beta, I thought the game was a bit clumsy. I was always smashing into walls and losing rings. I was getting hit by a bunch of items all the time. It didn't feel particularly balanced, and I will say, playing the brand new build, this feels like a very different game. The turning felt tighter. Things were still a bit on the slow side, but it didn't feel as slow as it used to. And what really hit me was the item balance was way more interesting. I wasn't just being hit by everything all the time, and the items themselves just felt more interesting. Like there's one bomb item, which is slowly getting more powerful over time. There's like a little meter going around the icon. So you've got to use it at just the right moment. But of course, the right moment isn't always the most opportune moment. So that's a really cool item there. And the stages themselves have just gotten more and more interesting as time has gone on. Past Sonic Racing games kind of embrace like Sonic Heroes kind of era. This one goes all over the place, especially with new games. There's the white space from Shadow Generations in here. Just kind of feels like it's plucked from the game, just going across the entire open world of Shadow Generations, and that's rad as hell. There's also North Star from Sonic Superstars, which, we haven't really had that in 3D before. So while there are elements of that stage that are really memorable, it's kind of
So I really want them to
recontextualized
take
in a
more
new
from
form.
2D games too.
There's also Chronos
I want
from
Mania
Sonic
maps.
Frontiers. Like, they're just plucking from everything from this game. You're going to see Sonic Colors levels. You're going to see Sonic Unleashed levels. So if you're a Sonic fan, you're really going to get a ton of nostalgia and also just rediscovering really recent levels in a racing game. And I think that's rad. But I suppose the big question is the game fun? And yeah, I think when I first played the open beta, I said this is the kind of game I'd play for a week and then probably put down. Now, I have different thoughts. I think this is something that could sustain quite a lengthy playthrough, especially from a single-player perspective. Every stage has 5 red rings, so there's lots to memorize and kind of master with each level. And it's always unpredictable about where the level's going to go because, of course, you cross worlds part-way through. You've also got all the transform stuff, so standard racing in the car, you've got the boat, you've got the plane, and I will say they still don't feel as good as transformed. The car stuff is absolutely fine, but the boat and the plane stuff, they don't have the risks that the previous game had. I didn't really feel the waves had that much simulation in the boat portions particularly. But just because it's different doesn't mean it's bad. There's still a lot to appreciate in there. In the single player, as you make your way through the campaign, you can also upgrade
This
yourself.
map looks like a
You
lot
give
of fun.
yourself new
This looks like a
items,
lot
new
of like a
boosts,
fun
new
drift map.
stats. Just kind of changes the path of how things work out. And that's one thing that Sonic Crossworlds has going for it. It just kind of feels different each time. I didn't get to play around with the crossover characters. I wish I did, because there's like Miku and Pac-Man and SpongeBob now. But I just played as regular Sonic characters in this demo. So I am enjoying Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Do I think this is going to dethrone other kart racers? Probably not, but it's doing something different to them, and that's more interesting. Rather than trying to just replace Mario Kart or whatever else, it's trying to do something unique. I love the Crossworld system. I love the rival dialogue. I love all these Sonic...
And technically, the transformation system is something that it started.
...stages being fully realized as 3D racetracks. It's just cool getting to rediscover parts of Sonic's past while racing along and just changing on the fly.
Damn, that weight is like...
The core racing
gonna be hard to
not
dodge.
Be the best in the biz. It's less rigid than it used to be, but it still doesn't feel as tight as something like Mario Kart. But I think it achieves what it sets out to do relatively well. And as we can see, it's kind of becoming the Smash Brothers of kart races. We've got a bunch of Nickelodeon in there. We've got Yakuza. Who knows what else is coming up? Probably a lot more. But for the most part, I think this is a good, worthwhile game. I played this on PS5. I am very curious about the Switch and Switch 2 versions. I imagine Switch is going to be just like Team Sonic Racing, probably. Whereas Switch 2 will most likely be very competent, but we shall see.
That's
and
fun.
Just a word
That's
on
good
the
to hear.
audio design too. It's quite inconsistent. Some levels have just wonderful, wonderful soundtracks, great arrangements, and other ones, they're not so great. The audio quality is relatively weak. The instruments used aren't the best, just low-quality digital stuff. But other ones have really great soundtracks. I don't know what the discrepancy is about there, but some of it's great and some of it's just kind of But the good part is, you don't hear much of it for long because you're just changing to another track relatively quickly, so it could be worse. Anyway, let me know what you think about Sonic Racing Crossworlds so far. There is a brand new beta coming relatively soon, so shortly you will have your own opinions on the game. You don't have to rely on anyone else, okay? You can be your own self. I'm a huge Sonic Riders fan as well, and it's really cool seeing stages and the Extreme Gear return. Although the Extreme Gear kind of just feels like the cars, but more hoverboardy. Not much of a handling difference. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time. Bye-bye, everyone.
Fair review, fair review. I do want to check out this one where she's a Mario Kart.
I'm a Mario Kart fan.
She's a Mario Kart.
Super Circuit was one of the first games
I actually do want to hear.
owned.
It is interesting to get a perspective from this, by the way, because we do know when this comes out, people are going to make those comparisons, and we already saw a streamer who is primarily a Mario-focused creator. He was at Gamescom, and he played the game and was making comparisons to Mario Kart. For those that missed that, he was really liking Sonic Racing Crossworlds over Mario Kart. In fact, he's complaining a lot about Mario Kart because from what I understand is people who are hardcore Mario Kart fanatics, a lot of them have a lot of mixed feelings on Mario Kart World right now. So a lot of them are kind of looking at Sonic right now, seeing what's going on with the new kart racer. And yeah,
I'm a Mario Kart
She's
fan.
a Mario Kart.
Super Circuit was one of the first games I ever owned, and Mario Kart 8 has swallowed countless weekends. So when I tell you I've come away from playing Sonic Racing Crossworlds to find it's closer to the kart racing experience I'm looking for than Mario Kart World is, that should hold some weight.
That's fucking crazy. Holy shit.
The most obvious difference is how brash and bold Crossworlds is. The game is brighter, bolder, and louder than any other karting game I've ever played, with courses as big and brazen as Mario Kart's most impressive maps. Sometimes Sega overcooks things here, with sections of some tracks feeling like an assault on the senses, more of a high-speed living obstacle course than a traditional racetrack. At its very worst, it can feel like it's a case of style over substance, though it's rare that becomes a problem in a franchise that's happy to lean into its individual style.
Dude, the Yakuza car.
In Crossworlds, that style is all in the portals. At the end of the first lap, the race leader picks which completely different track the second lap will be run on, before portaling back to the original track for the final lap. From a distance, I was skeptical, but portals are
It is funny because I was too I remember when we first got to this, I remember being a little weirded out by it. I was like, oh, that seems like, not like the maps can be smaller, and it feels like we're, you're not gonna have a lot of strategy because you don't know what maps are gonna go on, and it's gonna be really chaotic. But now that we've played it, I remember even with the beta, when we had such a small number of maps, I remember not getting tired because of this system. That system alone is going to make me not really get fatigued from this game.
Easily Crossworld's greatest innovation. Pass through one first, and it genuinely feels like you've dropped into a new dimension. With enough lead, you'll find yourself in an empty world, each new opponent popping into the mini-map as they finally start to catch up to you. In one instance, I was able to dodge an explosion by passing through the portal just in time to leave the impact in a totally different time and place. Punching through the portals feels impressively weighty, and you're often catapulted forward into this new world. Sometimes that makes for a natural extension of the race, but other times it can be a huge contrast. You might be making your way through the twists and turns of a neon-drenched city, only to be flung out among the clouds. Your car, now a plane, forced to weave through the sky to maintain the momentum that you might have built up on the track. The final race in each Grand Prix doubles down on that feeling, stitching together a lap from each of the 3 previous races, along with a handful of extra points to the winner, to ensure that no tournament ever feels like a foregone conclusion. Combine that with Crossworld's rival system, and even CPU races start to feel truly competitive. While other kart races might let a villain emerge on the track, Crossworlds tells you exactly who to watch out for. Every time you overtake one another, they'll let out a disgruntled bark that only heightens the satisfaction you get from beating this more competitive racer. In one Grand Prix, I was pitted against SBO the Chameleon, who I had to claw the title back from after a disastrous first race. In the end, it was only with the added points from winning the final race that I was able to win, but the rivalry held throughout the entire competition. The push for maximum points got me surprisingly invested in 2 specific elements of Crossworlds. The first is its incredibly deep kart customization. While it's easy enough to stitch 2 races together, combining Shadow's signature hoverboard with Hatsune Miku's was a particularly
I'll let it go.
While it's easy enough to stitch 2 races together, combining Shadow's signature hoverboard with Hatsune Miku's was a particularly entertaining quirk of the character roster, the real complexity
his signature hoverboard
is found in...
I think she was thinking of the bike. It's not a hoverboard. Low key though, now that I think about it, I do wish bikes were in this game, because Shadow being on a bike would be super cool.
The gadget system. At its most basic level, it might offer you a choice between a blanket improvement to speed or acceleration. But I heard other racers theory crafting wildly, taking specific concoctions to allow for increased rings, faster tricks, and more boost system that should help catapult top-level players into the front of the pack, especially if you master the system well enough to adapt it to different tracks. On the complete other end of the spectrum are the helping hands that Crossworlds offers.
Live and learn. Dude. I love like the live and learn
of the spectrum.
I love when journalists cover Sonic. It's always the gotta go fast or the live and learn.
Are the helping hands that Crossworlds offers. Indicators show up to help you measure how much boost you've accrued by drifting, or let you perfect your routine at the starting line. If you're holding an item that can dispel an incoming projectile, you're prompted to use it at the opportune time. Rings are handed out like candy, and you're not totally spun out if you're hit by something, just merely slowed down. But on the other hand, if you're hit by something, just
that's the
merely slowed
that
down.
one map on the left.
But on the other hand, you're robbed of those rings if you do something as minor as bumping up against the barriers on a tight corner, and even if you trade paint with other racers, which feels particularly unkind in the original jostle for position. It's fascinating to see where Crossworlds is prepared to offer a helping hand, and where it's more willing to get in your way. But despite those changes, beyond some technological wizardry powering its portals, Sonic Racing Crossworlds is a stylish, fast-paced kart racer. It's pushing the envelope a little on presentation, and is set to do some interesting things when it comes to its roster, but it's not doing too much that feels particularly different. That, however, could work firmly in its favour. I'm a huge fan of Mario Kart 8, but I'm yet to be converted to the bigger grids and open format of Mario Kart World. Granted, Crossworlds has its own on-track gimmicks, but it doesn't really distract from the racing experience in including
Child
them.
Park looks so
It
sick.
feels different. A little slipperier in its handling, a little more aggressive when you're a part of the pack. But that's to be expected,
Can't believe I'm looking at
especially for
SpongeBob.
someone battling against Mario muscle memory as much as I am. Regardless, this is an experience that feels far closer in my mind to what I want from Mario Kart than anything I've ever had from a Sonic racing game. Combine that feeling with the very effective pitch that Crossworlds is launching on all major platforms with crossplay, and the fact you don't have to own a Switch 2 to get that traditional karting feeling becomes very compelling. Throw in a wider than ever roster, and it feels like, with Crossworlds, Sonic might be closer than ever to push. Feels like, with Crossworlds, Sonic might.
There he is. That's Sonic.
Might be closer.
I just think it's funny. It's like, I'm looking at SpongeBob in a Sonic game. It's weird.
Than ever to pushing Mario off pole position. So what do you think? Will you be playing Sonic Racing Crossworlds? Can you see it overtaking Mario Kart to become the #1 party racer? Let us know and stick with Games Radar for more.
Yeah, this is so cool to see. It really does feel like there's just been a lot of like positivity around it. It's just good. I'm really excited about it. Let's check this out. I think there's going to be some clear-cut recording. So this is going to be kind of just us really going over what we see here and listen to. So let's actually jump into this. Actually, real quick, let me read some of the donos real quick because I really appreciate you guys. Shadow Human says the embargo from the Gamescom was lifted today. That's why. Gotcha. Vicious Pants, thank you again for the $100 donation. That's crazy. Karunton Karu says, I really hope we end up getting a track from Black Knight. I hope Secret Rings isn't the only storybook representation we get because I love Black Knight so much. I hope so too. I think it'd be cool. The more the merrier. And KB, thank you so much for voices. To be fair, Silver's socially awkward side was always emphasized in both Archie and IDW. That is true. That is true. But yeah, it is funny seeing Silver just kind of just being cool again. I miss Silver just kind of being cool. But I do like that side of him, just kind of being a little dork. Your boy Grunty with a $10 donation says, speaking of Sega Ninjas, Shinobi Art of Vengeance is out today. Also, you can download the playtest for Crossworlds now. That's all of you, chat. Break servers or two. Yes, you can preload it, which I did, by the way. And yes, Shinobi Art of Vengeance. I've never been a Shinobi person, but I gotta be honest with you, man. If you guys want me to at some point, I'm down to give it a try. Maybe over the weekend. Well, right now, actually, we got nothing but beta to do, but maybe after.
Time to slip ahead. Release. Oh yeah.
I like this music, by the way. This is actually I like this remix. It's like they took the chill part and they made it like upbeat. I kind of like it. Now, when I play this game, I am going to lower the sound effects to like 50% volume so I can hear the music more. You're too slow. That's funny.
Dinosaur jungle.
Yeah, that Chronos remix did sound really good. Dude, it plays for a split second the lyrics for "I'm Here." It's like yeah. That's kind of cool. I would love to know what this map sounds like, because if you guys don't know this, there's actually 3 versions of the song. There's the first lap, this is the final lap, but when you do a Grand Prix and you go through all the stages one last time, there's another version of the song that plays as well, I believe. And I'd love to know what that version is too. The audio mixing is so ass. I think it's literally the sound effects are so loud, which when I play this game, I'm lowering that to 50% at minimum. I know it's crazy, but imagine Mario as the final DLC character. Anyways, I hope to play this weekend and watch you get cooked by Fidel. I don't think that's gonna happen, brother. I don't think that's gonna happen. I just don't think it's gonna happen. I think you're rooting for the wrong guy, my guy. Also, yeah, no, they would never do that. In fact, I feel like that's something Sega would want, but I highly doubt Nintendo would ever allow that because they know it'd be a conflict of interest. It'd be cool though.
Good, nice,
Yeah, let's go.
Wait, is it the same? Just Tails? Oh, dude, I thought this was all Chronos for a second. I was like, wait, what? Dude, I was so confused. Hold on.
See you next time. Try accelerate.
Let's check out this time trial. Yeah. I would love to know what I would love to see Sage's dialogue in this map. Yeah, same. See, not seeing pop in on this map is tripping me out too. And low-key, this map looks bigger. I feel like the FOV in this game is bigger than in Frontiers, so this map looks a lot bigger. Like, everything looks bigger, you know? And you lost the time trial? Yeah. Oh no, it's a. Okay, so this goes right back into the. You can really hear more of the song this way. Wait.
treasure expert.
I like this part of the song. Damn! You missed the dialogue? I did? Okay, I'll go back. I just realized there's a shortcut there. I just realized there's a shortcut on the left right there. I didn't even notice that. I will. I'll go back to stage, don't worry. Okay, that was cool. You guys said the Metal Sonic and Sage? Well, it started in the middle of the race, so where do you see the dialogue with them? I think you guys are gaslighting me because it doesn't start in the front. You must go back a little bit. Oh, okay. Where would? Casino got it.
Acceptable output. Maximum output.
When she hits metal. Okay, got it.
Apologies, Metal Sonic.
Dude, what did he do? Did he just cuss at her back? Did you hear that?
Acceptable output.
I just heard like robot sounds in response.
Maximum output.
It's actually good. Yeah, it is, Aki. It is.
Acceptable output.
Let's go to Chrono or to Starfall. Yeah, Metal Sonic's pretty much your brother.
Time to slip ahead. Oh yeah.
All just back for more action.
Good.
See you next time.
See ya.
Dude, the music. I like this remix. I really need this game by default to lower down the sound effects, so the sound effects are just a little too loud. I'm happy I could change that in the settings.
Let's keep up the pace.
Dragon Road.
Good. Nice.
This one also, by the way, this one's also one of my favorites. That fucking piano solo just goes crazy. And I would love to know this, chat. Maybe this is gonna require some serious nerdage. Someone needs to get into these files. Do we think they remade these assets from scratch, or do you guys think they have these assets actually from Sonic Unleashed? Do you think they actually have these assets from Sonic Unleashed? And the reason why I ask that is because there's always been that rumor that like, oh, they lost the source code to Unleashed, right? They can never remake it. But like, I would love to know if this is actually assets from the game or if these were remade. Syra, sorry about that. Syra says, did you see that on PC you can already play Crossworlds by injecting? I did, yeah. Yeah, I did see that, Syrise, and I will say to anyone that does that, you're not allowed to. You're not supposed to. It's L on Sega. They probably, when I heard that you could like preload the game, that crossed my mind. I was like, oh god, someone's gonna break into this shit, you know? And sure enough, people did. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna do it because you need an account to play this game anyway, so they probably know your account and you could probably get banned. And I feel like if you also make content on this, you're probably gonna get a content ID, not a content ID. You're probably gonna get a channel strike. So it's not worth it for me. Not worth it. Do it for anyone to do that. It's but like the game also comes out in like a few days, so it's like, or the beta, so it's like it's not worth it. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I heard somebody streamed it on YouTube, and that's a great way to get a channel strike. They're gonna strike your channel. Yeah, they're going to. Like they're going to strike your channel. Like it's crazy. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I am not doing that. I ain't messing with that. I'm absolutely not messing with that one. Hey, you know, to each their own. At the end of the day, though, I feel like Sega probably should have saw that coming. They gotta. I need Sega to do a better job of preventing these leaks. They gotta lock their stuff down. It's the most frustrating thing. Everything in Sonic games always get leaked. Every single Sonic game gets leaked. Either it's data mined, or you preload the game, or some person breaks into the server, or blah blah. You know, it's just a bunch of stuff. They need to lock this stuff down, bro. I really hate leaks, and right now, and keep in mind what Azuka said though. These leaks, when you have third-party characters, these leaks put those contracts in jeopardy. You know what I mean? It could actually, so it's scary right now. I don't want this game to like especially my beloved avatars in this game. Okay, don't ruin this for me. I need this. This actually sounds really good. The Final Lap remix, yeah. I do too, yo boy, Matt. Like, I'm wondering, like, what avatar characters are gonna put in this game. I'm hoping it's like just Aang, Zuko, Sokka, Katara, Toph. I hope it's like the main ones. You know? Good, nice. I hope it's not just Aang. I want multiple. And you know what's funny too? I already know if Aang is in this game. I already know how they could do the hoverboard, because he used his glider one time to surf on it, or he saw who was it? Like yeah, like they're surfing on your air thing is actually a thing you could do. So I wonder if that's how to do it. PTY says the cart's not having suspension is jarring. Just my pet peeve. Suspensions? Yeah. I know what you mean, though. I do see that. Like sometimes it could look like it's like the wheels are kind of falling. Yeah, like his glider, yeah. Yeah, but this sounds great. This really does sound great. I want to see the white space.
Go, go, go!
Ooh. Dude, whoever recorded this, did they just blast the sound effects higher than the music? It's so hard to hear.
Keep up the pace. Good. Nice. Great.
Final lap.
I love that it's in the red zone. This looks so good. Bro, that just made me so mad. You were like a centimeter away from that ring. You were right there, bro. You were right there. Oh, that just made me so mad.
Mind if I cut in? See ya.
No, don't get me wrong. I said it. Like, no, it's definitely on Sega. They definitely should have encrypted their files. Like, it's common sense at this point. It's like, people are going to get into the files. The thing that I'm worried about, which I think I'm thankful for from what I've heard, even though people were able to break into the beta or the open network test, I don't think the entire game files are in there, like the full game stuff. So whatever there's going to be in the open beta test in 2 days is all people are seeing anyways. So it's not a big deal, which is great, but still it's like, come on, bro. You're putting all the blame on Sega. What? Who? Where? I'm not even arguing. I'm exhausted. All right, let's see what other stuff we got going on here though. Let's check out what people have sent, because there's been so much. I don't even know. I feel like I didn't even scratch the surface of everything we've seen. Sega Informant, what we got? No, dare you to peep this? Dared. Sega Family Tree, the Hidden Tree. Here's a follow-up, the Hidden Tree. Wait, like a. Oh. Hold on. Alright, here we go. Okay, that's Sega Jesus, and then we have Sakura. What? That made Sega okay. Sonic and Miku created Natsumi. Oh my god. You put actual thought in it. What? I had no idea. His name is Sketch Turner? What the fuck? I just know him as the Comic Zone guy. Rystar's father? I'm losing my mind. Also, Amy's gonna be pissed. Amy's gonna be so mad. That's funny. All right, let me take a look here. See what was sent. Kind of funny game impressions, I think. Oh, we did not see this yet. Okay. Let's take a look. Okay, let's see what they thought.
What's up and welcome to the Kinda Funny Gamescast for Monday, August 25th, 2025. That's not right, Tuesday, August 26th, 2025. Of course, I'm your host, Tim Geddes. I'm joined today by Roger Picorni.
Get your head in the game. Gotta get your head in the game.
Blessing Adeoye Jr.
Why'd you point at me like there's another
No, I want you to do another
Keep it
song.
going,
Keep
yeah.
it going, yeah.
I'm gonna put Shrek in the conversation for the conversation we were just having that we don't need to rehash.
Yeah.
So I want you to understand how much you're arguing against your point that Titanic is one of the top 5 most iconic movies. Yes, chat. Yes, chat. Continue to prove the point. Remember, this is the Kind of Funny Games cast each and every weekday. Go. Little housekeeping for you. We're an 11-person business all about live talk shows. Today, Games Daily was all about PlayStation making big changes because of more and more.
They don't need it.
They're fucking it all up, man.
Who cares?
Me, deeply.
No, you think you care, you don't. Dominate the NFL. Who cares? I'm doing great on my own.
Fuck, dude.
I don't want to go home.
It's so loud. I love the clips. I love how much they love rapping about cocaine. But, like...
Kind of Funny Gamecast? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Where's Sonic? Where's...
Man, is it loud.
Are a big Sonic fan.
Oh, thank God.
I don't know if you're a Sonic Racing fan.
Not really. Like, I liked Sega All-Stars Racing Transformed.
Transformed is the good one.
But it was never the one that I owned. That was the one that I would go to a friend's house and...
Transformed, to this day, is still one of my favorite kart racer of all time.
Play a little bit. Not Addison. I think it was Stevie this time.
Stevie.
And I would have like a lot of fun playing it, but it was like never an obsessive one for me. And I remember years ago, during one of the streams that we've done here, we pulled it up and started playing a bit of Sega Racing Transform. I was like, this is fun. This is a really fun video game, but I've never been yet an obsessive over the Sonic Racing stuff.
So, Raj, what's your history with the franchise?
I adored Sonic All-Stars Racing Transformed, specifically on the Vita. That was probably my most played Vita game of all time. I actually probably played more of this racing Sonic thing than any other Sonic game ever. So I was just purely a Sonic Racing fan.
And now you've become a full-on sicko.
Yeah, now I'm back into all of Sonic, and now I'm coming back to Sonic with Sonic Racing specifically.
And I imagine, Greg, you have very limited experience with the Sonic Racing games.
No, I mean, more than you'd expect, right? I mean, back in the day at IGN with, Team Sonic Racing.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like I remember this guy from IGN.
We had done
that
stuff.
was the Switch one.
Yeah, okay. We had done stuff there back there with it, or unless I'm way wrong.
I think you're wrong about that.
At IGN, I guess it was the Sega one.
It was probably All-Stars, yeah.
And then, when the trailer for this one, when did this trailer for Crossworlds drop? The first one.
Ooh.
Game Awards?
When did they announce it? Game Awards, is that right? That sounds too... The most recent Game Awards?
Sounds like Summer Game Fest.
Summer Game Fest would make more sense, because I showed it to Ben, who's a Sonic sicko. And he was like, "Oh my God, I want that! I want that!" I was like, "Well, this is the sequel to one." And we immediately downloaded that one. We played a bunch of the original Sonic Racer, not the original, but the 2019 Sonic Racing one, right? So I'm well versed in that one from playing with him and watching him play and doing it to that degree. I thought that one was a cool game. I think load times are bad. It's like one of those things where it hasn't kept up with the times, so I like what they were laying down.
This announced trailer is from 6 months ago.
Okay, then it must have been some other thing I showed him that I was like, "There's a Sonic Racing game you can play right now."
So bless.
Yes.
What'd you get to play and what'd you think about it?
So me and Roger went to the event together. We shared a station, and we were passing.
You're not bitter about it at all.
Not at all. So we passed the control back and forth. So I think we split that evenly. So I got to play 30 minutes. Roger got to play 30 minutes. For me, that was about like maybe a Grand Prix and a half, which was for me enough to make me go, "Okay, cool, I want to play this." Yep. I'm actually very excited.
So I guess did they play the game
for this? I think off the bat, the thing that jumps out at me from this game is that it's funny. It feels like it's in line with some of the ideas of Mario Kart World, but at the same time, it's so different in all the ways that I want it to be different, right? Like it's kind of the antithesis as far as how customization heavy it is, how I think fresh it is in some of the ideas, and also how it takes things like in Mario Kart World, how you're going from one cart to the next cart and doing an interstitial track to get there, right? Mario Kart World feels like it's about kind of making the experience of experiencing these different tracks more seamless. Sonic Racing Crossworlds does that same thing, and I think in some ways does it even better, where they take the idea of like, how in the Sonic movies, and I guess in some Sonic games as well, you have the rings that are more of these like they're gonna service portals, take you from one location to the next location. That's how Sonic Racing Crossworlds kind of approaches getting you from one location to the other, as far as having these mid-race moments where you go from being on, let's say you're on the mall track, you're driving through the Sonic Mall, you get to lap 2 and you get to a moment in the race where whoever's in first place sees the options of 2 different portals they can go to. And that first place player gets to choose, we're going to go to this separate location that is in the clouds that has like, air balloons that are flying. We're going to fly through this location, or we're going to go to this mystery location, or we're going to go to this water location, or whatever, right? These mid-track decisions that is dictated by the first place player. And it feels so fucking cool to get to do that.
Oh yeah, it's seamless. It reminded me so much of Ratchet and Clank, right?
Yeah.
Where we're talking about switching between what universe you're in.
Yeah, exactly. So for me, I was like, damn, that's a really cool way to do this. And I think taking that even beyond, one of the things that I think delighted both me and Roger was getting to the last track for the Grand Prix. And usually in a typical kart racer, when you're doing the Grand Prix, you have 4 races. Here, we have 3 races, but then the last race is the combination of all 3, where you do the first lap of all 3
And by the way, and the
tracks,
reason why this is important, chat, and the reason why I wanted to watch this is because these are the type of journalists that are going to make the reviews. These are the type of people that will be making the reviews when it comes to GameSpot, IGN, all those stuff. And I want to know their thoughts on this because it gives insight to what this game will be reviewed by the critics. And I think that's important because people do care about what the games are rated.
You're using these portals to essentially transfer you from track to track. And so it's almost like all right, how well did you do your homework here of how to navigate these tracks well? That was fucking cool. There's a lot of customization.
It's cool to see a lot of
I think we should
positivity.
talk about,
It really
but we'll
is.
get into the meat of that later. But I really enjoyed my time here.
Raj, what about you?
Yeah, it was a really great time. I played as my 2 goats, Hatsune Miku and Ichiban. I played Hatsune Miku throughout the Grand Prix. I was just smiling the entire time. It was a really, really great experience to be back and to feel like the times when I was playing All Stars Transformed on my Vita. It feels like the way that I remembered it. It is fun. It had some difficulty there. So I think we were playing on not like the highest of CCs. We're playing like the way before, but there's a little bit of difficulty there. There was a lot of interesting customization when it comes to the vehicles and the ways that you can build out your perks and your loadouts that I can see myself kind of getting into. And it was fun with me and Blessing actually sharing a station, even though I kind of wish that we can kind of play together. But it's fine. But either way, us sharing the station was fun because I built out a loadout, he built out a loadout, and then he started using his own loadout. He's like, you know what, let me try out yours. And we were kind of switching back and forth and figuring out the different ways that you can customize these vehicles and to really go forward. So there's a lot there, and it was a lot meatier than I expected. And yeah, the whole Crossworlds element of it, I had no idea. It was funny. Like I think you and I, we both didn't know going into it for some reason. Yeah,
At least how exactly it works.
Exactly. So it is so seamless. It is really, really fun. There's do you know the number of Crossworlds that they said? I think it was like 7. Okay, yeah. So there's 7 that are going in between your matches, so you don't know which one you're gonna get. So, yeah, it was a really fun experience. And honestly, somebody who didn't really love Mario Kart World, or at least it didn't live up to the promise of like a kart racer for me this year, that gravitated with me. This one is looking to that. It's going to.
Dude, I hear that all the time. There's people who are just not satisfied with World. I feel like I was more positive toward World than some of these journalists.
Definitely very excited for this.
I should look into this. The 7 I saw was for the I saw a trailer today for the closed network or open network.
Oh, okay, yeah, there's definitely more.
So maybe there's more than that.
Yeah,
in the actual game.
there's
I want to say, and again, I can't remember exactly. I want to say it was like 20 something, but I want to look it up.
Yeah, we got to find that number, but it was the number they said to me. It seemed good.
Yeah,
so I didn't remember the number.
But I'm not gonna lie though. I haven't picked up World in like. When was the last time we streamed? It was the last time I streamed it, actually. When was the last time I streamed World? Oh, shit. Wait, hold on. Oh. 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 It's been over 2 months. It's been well over 2 months for me. Damn. Yeah, I guess I really haven't played it. What is okay? Hold on. Let's do this. Let's do the what's the rate? Okay, hold on. Let's check how many people are streaming Mario Kart World on Twitch. Okay. Yeah, that's. And this person has like one third of it. All right. Damn. Worlds is not even doing good on Twitch. That's kind of crazy, right? I feel like that's kind of crazy. Hold on, let me do it based off viewership. And I know, by the way, for this is not a proper thing to see how popular games are, because things can range, but what the fuck? What the fuck? Battlefield 2042 has more. What? That's kind of crazy for a multiplayer game to be that low. I mean, this game's only like 2 months old. That kind of is, wow. So it really isn't just me. It does feel, because I think I heard, what was it, like 98% of the player base is like kind of stopped playing, which that is going to happen. You're going to get a lot of like a big drop off, but 98%'s a lot. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. PUBG? People still play PUBG? Water Park Simulator. What the fuck? Daisy? No Man's Sky? San Andreas? I am surprised. Wow. Okay. I'm surprised. There's just not a lot of people talking about it.
Did you guys play on?
PS5.
Very cool. Very cool. Greg.
Hi.
What did you think?
I was really impressed. Again, as somebody so versed in the first game, and I jumped in. I was like, "This is prettier, obviously, as it should be, right?" But I mean, this is prettier. It's gorgeous. I think it's faster. I think there's more going on screen. I think there's more to do, which we're going to talk about with customization. We're going to talk about item pickups, and then most importantly for me, if you're still playing the first one, it loads so much faster. That's one of those things of when Ben does boot Sonic Racing, I'm like, all right, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many load screens to keep him entertained through, or try to explain what's going on. It was snappy. It was easy to get around. I also truly appreciated the level of design. This is something I was talking to PR about there while, of course, Ben was playing, is that, Ben by no means is as good at video games as his father. But he can hold his own. But it was that idea that the levels themselves are so designed to keep you going. And I think not only keep you going, but keep you going fast, right? To give you that speed of a Sonic game, but not give you that friction of running off the course, falling off the thing, slamming into something, getting turned around. Like, Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 is another Ben favorite game. And so many times with that, I see him, he knows how to do it now, but him having to reset himself on the track, right? In the old days, it was daddy help, daddy help. Now he can do it himself, but he's still doing it so much of missing a turn, doing stuff. As we watch this Tails footage, you see like the track has the walls up there. So it's got, and there wasn't a driving assist on as well, but it was that idea that he wasn't getting turned around, he wasn't getting frustrated. It is keeping you barreling down this path that I think is going to open it up, especially when we get into customization, we get into weapons, when you get into playing with hardcore folks of what's going to go on and how you play it.
No, again, it's really cool to hear this.
One that I was like, okay, cool. Like, first Sonic Racing, I usually just leave Ben to his own devices. Occasionally now, Mario Kart World, he'll want me to play with him, and I'll want to play with him too. I gotta, eventually turn to, can I win? Can I win? Fall in the back of the pack. I take the shit out of this. Participation trophies. You want to win? Yeah, you 3.5-year-old. Yeah, but I really like what I saw.
What did Ben think?
Well, I'm glad you asked him. Of course, Ben can't be here because he's in school. That's the gig. All right, he's got to go to preschool. But I interviewed.
Fast too.
Yeah, but I don't want.
What are we doing? What?
No.
Oh, he played his game. He let his kid play the game.
It filled all your
okay. Well, that's still cool to hear. It's cool to hear like getting an insight into these journalists that like really like the game, and that's a good thing because that's gonna help with. Even though I don't really care what journalists think, I really don't. It's going to help get with word of mouth. You know what I mean? Let's head back to Tails' channel real quick and see what other stuff we have with this game here because we have
Metal Sonic.
We have one here.
You dare to challenge me?
After more time playing through a few cups in Sonic Racing Crossworlds, there's no doubt that Sega's latest racer is on track to be one of its best.
Dude,
I said it after
everyone!
my original preview, and I'll say it again now. Mario Kart World needs to watch its back.
People are threatening my. I was so nice. I was so nice to this game. Dude. Yo, Mario Kart World needs to watch its fucking back, alright? Like, it needs to...
Preview, and I'll say it again now. Mario Kart World needs to watch its back.
What? We're threatening Mario Kart World!
Not only is Crossworlds easily one of the best looking, best handling entries into the long-standing kart franchise, it's also one of the most generous in terms of the way it lets you race, and all the various characters, both in and outside the Sonic universe, you get to do it with. More importantly, unlike Mario Kart World's interconnected tracks, the game's core Crossworlds mechanic isn't in any way disruptive, rendering each time you take to the track a pure joyride that's equal parts unpredictable yet thrilling. All this
Who wants to bet? Who wants to bet right now? Save this on the record in case. Mario Kart World will make a new mode that will literally have a portal mode where instead of having those long drives between courses, they make a portal mode where it teleports you to the other side of the map. Do you guys think they're going to do that? I feel like after this game comes out, they're gonna hear this feedback and be like, bet, and then make a portal mode where the lap, like, you go through and it'll take you to the other side of the world, so you don't have to take those what do they call those tracks? They call them oh fuck, what do you call them? Intermission. Yeah, the intermission, which I gotta say about it, when your race is called intermission, it's like no one likes intermissions. That's boring, right? But yeah, like, imagine like a warp pipe, but they're gonna like do something like this where you go through it and suddenly you're in the other. It just immediately loads the other map. Maybe they can't. Maybe it's like hard coded. Like, you can't do it. It's probably going to cause like frame buffering and shit like that. But like, I wonder if they're going to try.
I say as someone with hardly any stakes in the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise as a whole. Sonic Frontiers didn't particularly do anything to light my fire.
I know it's not officially called intermission races, but the community has named it those, which is like tells you why, like, people think that those races are boring.
Shadow expansion to last year's Sonic Generations remaster was simply just okay. What I am a huge fan of,
it was a little more than okay, but that's fine.
However, is the two Sonic and All-Stars racing games.
All right, you are based. Thank you.
With 2012's Transformed in particular doing a lot to prove the value and fun Sega can squeeze.
Dude, I wish I was a YouTuber back then. I really think Transformed was so underrated. That game was not given its flowers, bro. This really should have been like, I think it should have been widely praised more. This racer is so fucking fun. It is completely different from Crossworlds, I will say, by the way, in feel. This one feels probably more like a try hard type race, while Crossworlds is more arcade feeling. But so they serve two different purposes. But this game, again, I played through the entire game on hard, beat it, and then I unlocked expert mode, and then I went through it again through expert mode. I never do that. I fucking never do that, let alone for a racer where I want to play single player. I did it for this game. And you already know how many times we played Transformed on the channel. We're going to do it again before Crossworlds comes out in the marathon. But like, this game genuinely is one of my favorite kart racers of all time. It just feels so good. It is so fast. The course design so fun. The way the tracks change mid-lap. Like, there's the Levolution. It's so cool.
Transformed in particular doing a lot to prove the value and fun Sega can squeeze out of a Sonic the Hedgehog racing game. That's why, after spending upwards of 3 hours now playing Crossworlds, I'm pleased to report that the essence of All-Stars very much lives on here, and then some. One of the primary ways it goes about doing this, of course, is with the return of transforming vehicles. Although plenty of machines included in the Crossworlds roster can be fully tweaked and customized to achieve your preferred degrees of acceleration, handling, and so on, each also still transforms as necessary while racing due to the return of sea and air portions of the track. In fact, it's in these instances where the simple act of drifting is given some spice, since maintaining speed suddenly doesn't center around cornering.
It's wild to me that Sumo Digital isn't back for Crossworlds. At the same time, Kashan, at first when I heard that, I was a little skeptical. I was like, oh god, Sumo Digital's not back. But honestly, I'm happy about that. You know? And you know, maybe I could talk about this now, but when I was at the Sonic Movie 3 premiere, I ran into a person from Sonic Team. Not gonna say who, but I ran into a person from Sonic Team, and I remember we were getting drinks, and I remember asking like, I remember straight up asking like, so Sumo Digital's making this racer, right? And he didn't really answer. He was like, he kind of just said like he's not gonna tell me, and I was like, oh, like I thought it was a safe bet. I remember at the time, I remember being like, clearly it's Sumo Digital, right? Everyone knew it was Sumo Digital, but he said like he's not gonna answer. And then I found out like thereafter, like it's not Sumo Digital. And I thought about it. At first it scared me. I was like, oh god, it's not Sumo Digital. Like, it's gonna be in-house. Like, can they do it? Because Sumo Digital is really good at making kart racers. At the same time, what this game has, which I will say this, Sumo Digital is really good at making the the race cars feel good. They're good at making a good feeling kart racer. And even though I made jokes about Team Sonic Racing, that game felt amazing. Same with Transform. Same with they're really good at making the physics feel good. The tricks, animations, all that stuff feel really good. But their online was so ass, so terrible, so god awful, so actually astronomically, like the worst part about Team Sonic Racing, actually, what that taught me is you could make a really fun kart racer with amazing mechanics, super fun controls, and all of that doesn't mean shit if I can't play with my friends. This game is the opposite, where maybe the animations are not as polished as a Sumo Digital one. Maybe it doesn't feel as great as those games, but the simple fact that this is crossplay, that I could actually connect, that there's matchmaking, for that simple fact alone, this is going to have a way longer shelf life than any Sumo Digital kart racer. And that's where I've come to realize this is actually a good thing, right? We might have some misses here and there until they get their footing on, but even then too, I think, who is it? The Ridge Racer team that's making this? It's the Sega Racing Arcade team that's helping make this as well, along with Sonic Team and, Sega internal and all that. This feels like an arcade racer. It may not have all the bells and whistles you might have in the little gameplay stuff from Initial D. Sorry, not Ridge Racer, Initial D. You're right. But like, it's so good. Sorry, I said Ridge Racer team because I looked to the right and my Ridge Racer arcade machine's right there. It's not Ridge Racer, it's Initial D. But yeah, no, I really like that about this game is that they have that crossplay, they have that matchmaking. When we played the open network test and the network testing, I don't think I've really disconnected a whole lot. You know what I mean? That's a good sign. I remember Team Sonic Racing was literally unplayable. It Transformed to this day still has connectivity issues where it's such a hassle trying to get all my friends to get into one lobby together. So it's interesting. And that's what I like about this game.
Through the ocean, for example, boosting is more about gaining the most height, with a charge jump in order to receive the highest speed possible when touching back down again. Aspects like this
and also that's not to say too, like even though it may not have like the polish of the animation stuff like that so a digital racer has, I still think this gameplay is actually a lot more fun too than like Team Sonic Racing. Is it debatable that it's more fun than Transformed? I still think that's up for debate. But in a way, though, and maybe it's a cop-out answer, I feel like they can't really be compared because they do feel completely different.
Pre-tournament in Sonic Racing Crossworlds from ever becoming stale. A sentiment made all the more evident thanks to the simple but genius rival system. You see, prior to selecting one of the 7 cups, you'll be allocated a specific rival from the racing roster, primed to taunt you both before, during, and after a race. At its core, it means having an NPC simply barking at you whenever they pass by on track.
That is the second time we heard someone refer to these characters as being barked at, and I want to know what's going on.
And yet, this one addition worked to significantly step up my level of competitiveness. Early on in my session, I played as Metal Sonic, with Silver the Hedgehog quickly getting to work roasting me by stating that, metal or otherwise, he hates all Sonics as my rival. It served as extra motivation for me to want to win the cup even more.
But no Sonic is going to beat me today, metal or otherwise.
That's actually really cool.
Getting to the namesake of Sonic Racing
Silver sounds so good.
And much like in my previous preview session, I came to really appreciate the natural randomization and unpredictability that comes with making every second lap in a
Did he grab the camera? I noticed that. I couldn't tell if he grabbed the camera, if he used his
cup even more.
He did!
But no Sonic is going.
Wait, I didn't realize that. He did. He used his telekinesis on the camera and brought it. That's actually cool.
Motivation for me to want to win the cup even more.
He did.
But no Sonic is going to beat me today, metal or otherwise.
That's actually
Getting to
really
the
fucking
namesake
funny.
of Sonic Racing Crossworlds then, and much like in my previous preview session, I came to really appreciate the natural randomization and unpredictability that comes with making every second lap in a Grand Prix a unique lap each time. This is to say that, while you might start racing through the Mystic Jungle on lap 1, the fact that each second lap begins with the race leader choosing a different setting before returning back to the original circuit on the third suddenly doesn't make success a guarantee. I wasn't sure of this before, but Sega and Sonic Team has clearly made every Crossworlds track separate from the main roster of circuits, purposely making them wilder by having you navigate obstacles such as, say, a giant squid or exploding volcano. It's all very madcap. Speaking of madcap, Sonic Racing Crossworlds isn't trying to hide the wide reach it hopes to have with its character roster, which is the largest of feature ever in a Sonic racing game and extends far past just the Blue Hedgehog himself. This I got to experience firsthand by racing as Yakuza Like a Dragon's Ichiban Kasuga for the majority of my preview session. Both he and the Dragon Brave racing cart fall comfortably into the game's power class of combos, as opposed to speed or handling, and I really came to feel this on the track. Suddenly, racing as Ichiban meant having to account
His
for tight
quills
corners a
rose
lot
up when he did that. That's good detail.
sooner than I did as Metal Sonic, since his style of driving is much heftier by comparison. This still didn't stop me from beating a souped-up version of Dr. Robotnik as my designated rival, though. Guest characters are obviously nothing new to Sonic racing games, so it's nice to see Crossworlds seemingly lean into this more than ever. Not just with Sega-centric characters like Ichiban and Persona 5's Joker also along for the ride, but slightly more obscure pulls like Hatsune Miku, Minecraft Steve, and even SpongeBob SquarePants also being featured at some point later on down the line. I can't imagine just how much having Patrick Star roast me during a race will begin to get my blood boiled.
That'll
So,
be really
while
funny.
how these characters handle and what unique race vehicles and gear customization
With these guys saying barking, I wouldn't be surprised if a reviewer ends up saying that Sonic had a rough transition. Get the dude, KB, you did not just do that. Get out of here.
remains
That's
to
the
be
biggest
seen.
dad
Having
joke
these
I've
more
heard.
recognizable faces on hand should account for players that don't know who Espio, Rusty, Rose, or Jet is. In this way, Sonic Racing Crossworlds is shaping up to be a true celebration not just of Sonic, but rather appropriately, a lot of worlds. After being
Does he know?
disappointed by
Does he
Mario
know?
Kart World's insistence on muddling the consistency of its own courses earlier this year, the stage is set for Sonic Racing Crossworlds to seize this opportunity and claim the 2025 kart racing crown. So far, from what I've played anyway, its emphasis on personalization, customization, and variety seems to indicate that this is very much the case. Do you plan on picking up Sonic Racing Crossworlds? Be sure to let me know in the comment section below. Then why not subscribe to the All Out Gaming YouTube channel to stay up to date with even more videos like this. Until next time, thank you so much.
Okay, let me see here. Well, that was a very good video. Again, nice little insight here. Thanks to an interview from Destructoid with Azuka, we learned the main reason other DLC characters except Miku aren't voiced mainly to facilitate the approval process for said DLC character. So in this game, there's a lot of interactions between characters. So if we include voices for the guest characters, that would mean a lot of interactions between them and Sega characters. The scope of the review of that we'll have to ask the external companies will become very large. We didn't want to make it difficult for the external company. So that's, I guess, the reason why we decided not to. So, okay, so this is actually kind of confirmation that not all of them will have voices. Okay, hold on though. All right, wait, hold on. But what about the Sega characters? Yeah. I get what he's saying here, and it's probably true, because when it comes to, like, you know, rights and all stuff, I get it. That's so difficult, and it's probably going to be a big reason why companies, like external companies, like Nickelodeon and such, would say no. But still, I don't know. Part of me is still kind of like, still feel like it could be done. But also, it doesn't really make it doesn't. The Joker, the Werehog, yeah, why are they not voiced? Yeah.
Now you see what I can really do.
Yeah, that's such a cool end screen too.
Proof of my superior design.
Yeah, okay. So yeah.
In my session, I played as Metal Sonic, with Silver the Hedgehog quickly as a cup even more.
He did. His spikes do
To win the
lift.
cup even more.
But no Sonic is going to beat me today. Metal or otherwise.
Dude, that is still really cool. That is still really cool. Peace is her choice. Nature fights for her. Fairy to call, dude. I cannot believe this is still going on. Who plays Sonic Forces? Ichiban has a voice, but what about Joker though? This Joker doesn't. Is that like, I don't think Joker does. And so far, I don't think the Werehog does either, but we'll see. We'll see about the Werehog. Me and you better too. I'm always shocked to see that this is still going on. Maybe we need to jump in at some point. Check it out. This Friday. Okay, so world match. What are they on? What kind of track is this? What is that? Okay. Dude, that's scary. Dude, this is coming to Sonic. The Bonanzas brothers are coming to... What? Rappy from PSO2? I didn't even know this was going on. Oh, that's so funny. Dude, that's scary. I thought that was like coming to Crossworlds. So I was like, what? The Bonanza brothers are coming to Crossworlds? No. But that's still really cool. Let's check again if there's any other information right now. I still cannot believe how much information we've had. Sorry, I'm still like avoiding spoilers, dude. There's a lot of people that are... So wait, it's a compilation of Miku voices that I could find in Sonic Racing Crossroads? Okay, interesting.
Back in line.
Oh, great. I'll read them in a moment. So she has a good variety. She has a good variety of them. Her singing the theme is the funniest thing. So Sonic Racing Crossworlds will have 50+ roster, including paid DLC eventually. So yeah, we got these, and it's a big roster. Oh, and these too. That's good luck. It's good. It's good roster. What the fuck? What? Okay. All right. listen, I don't talk about leaks often. But this is fucking crazy. And it actually makes me kind of excited. What the fuck? Somebody got into the game, which we know people have been able to get into the game. But because it's Unreal Engine, somebody fucking is playing it in VR. In VR! How? I want to play this game in VR! What the hell? Why does this low-key look fun? Dude, when this comes out, dude, somebody make a mod, bro. Somebody make the mod. That's kind of fucking crazy. VR? I legitimately, that might sell some people on the game. Legitimately, I think I'm gonna, dude. When this fully comes out in September, bro. Day one, modders, please, I'm begging you. We have 800 people in here. If you have a friend that can mod, tell them what they got to do. Get this game VR ready. I have an Oculus Quest 3. I need to play this game in VR. It would be so funny. Okay, that is fucking crazy, though. You broke into the game and you made it VR ready? That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. I cannot believe that. It's kind of funny, though. That's crazy. That is crazy. I cannot believe what... Wow. Wow. That is wild. Okay. Let me see what other stuff we have. I cannot believe that. Check notifications, or I'll check. We'll be the cat from Famitsu. Okay, we got Famitsu one. All right, let's check it out. We've been blessed. We've been blessed, honestly. This is a once in a lifetime. Wait, there's music that plays with Ichiban? Yeah, there's a specific song. Wow. Why, dude, her animations look so fluid. What the hell? God, this world still looks really beautiful.
Random track.
It is crazy how many more copies they sold by putting her in this game. We've talked about this before, and I made a joke, but it wasn't even an exaggeration. I legitimately think this game, or having Miku in the game, sold at least minimum 200,000 more copies. Like, it's crazy how popular this character is. console with secret rings on. Miku, we, wow. KB? KB, you lost the ability to call me Ankh when you make jokes like this. Oh, dude, I thought the ghost disappeared for a second. I really want to play this game. Missing it. Is that what happens when you're in first for all 3 laps? The narrator yells, or is that Japanese? Incredible! No, that's just universal. Yeah, wow. I don't know if I've heard. I feel like I haven't heard that before. That's not to say I haven't been in first for 3 laps. By the way, I'm just saying, like, I just haven't heard that before. Is that like a new line? Or? Ricky Rollo, thank you so much, man. Said Sonic Crazy Crossworld news on my birthday. Woo, whoa! Happy birthday, Ricky Rollo. Let's get a happy birthday in chat to Ricky Rollo, guys. Heart spam in chat, and let's get a happy birthday in chat for Ricky Rollo. Thank you so much for the 41 months and for all your support, dude. Hope you have a great birthday, man. Hope it's a good one. This song sounds really good. I'm so sad I didn't play Like a Dragon yet before this game came out to really get hyped about Ichiban. I like Ichiban. I've seen gameplay of Like a Dragon already, so I know of his character. I know he's like a geek. But yeah, no, I can't wait. Again, I cannot wait to jump into more of the Yakuza series, by the way. And it's so cool. The RGG Studios reached out and they already gave 2 codes away with my community. So more to come, guys. We're going to jump into Kiwami soon. Damn, that was a lot of tricks. You said Nani? Yeah. So yeah, we do know he has a voice, but just maybe it's just the Sega character has a voice, but what about Joker? Maybe we just haven't heard it yet? Maybe, is this have the dynamic camera on? Because I feel like we're a lot lower in the... Man, the game is so fucking fun. Oh, last minute, that was a crazy finish there. Resolution, but I studied some Crossworlds gameplay yesterday and saw someone throw a red rocket behind them as a green rocket was coming towards them, and it stopped it. Yeah, Grave. And that's a good thing, too, because that right there is, like, standard kart racer stuff. We got to have the ability to counter. And I'm happy to hear that. That's awesome. And by the way, Stashian with a $10 donation says, I'm definitely looking forward to this game. If you don't play it on release, I'll be getting it in due time for sure. All the race characters interactions they've recorded and used, it certainly feels like they put some extra budget in this game. Absolutely, Sash, and yes, I will be playing this game day one. Absolutely, we'll be covering it all. I will obviously be making a review for this game. I hope I can get it out early, maybe get a code early for that game. And yeah, no, it'll be great. It'll be great. I will be covering as much as I can about this game, and as well as stuff in general regarding this game. By the way, yeah, Grave, sorry for your early donation. I think I missed them, but most players don't like the fact that you have to play intermission in the game. So with Crossworlds being traditional racer, people love it. Also, forgot to say in my last donation that Mario Kart World is on one console compared to Crossworlds being basically on everything. Yeah, that is a big point too. That the reason why this game will definitely have a long shelf life. Burning Rangers track changed my life, says PTY. Yeah, that Burning Rangers track in Transformed really did. It was so good. What? Wait, what was this? Oh, this is that party mode. Interesting. Wow. Bro, why do they look like that? That's crazy. With that language? With that tongue? What the fuck was that? Sonic EXE? So yeah, I would love to see how this works. It's interesting. So it's team-based. Yeah, I assume the whole team is boosting right now. So it really is. So this really is like Team Sonic Racing with the ultimates. Yeah. Do your teammates boost too, or is it just you there? Bro, This just reminded me. Do you guys remember the fucking UI in Team Sonic Racing when it would count up your points between each teams, and it took like 20,000 years for the fucking menus to finish loading? Do you guys remember that shit where it would slowly count up the points and it would take so much fucking time? Easy, done, snapped. I fucking love this game. Look how much better this is. And dude, Team Sonic Racing would count up each individual teams. Like, it's so easy, dude! Dude, what is going on here with these characters? Like, what are these? It reminds me, like, they look cool, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like this is what the low-key... I feel like this is what the cyber corruption look should have looked like in Sonic Frontiers. I wonder if it's using that effect. What is he saying, bro? Do you guys, do you think there's skins that we can equip, or is it just like the rival skins? Can you translate that? I don't know. This part looks really cool, like really fun to play. Yeah, man. I don't know if there's too much more for me to say about this. Like, everything about this game just looks so fun. I think we've seen everything we really need to. Listen to Miku on the last lap of Metal Harbor? What am I listening to? Miku's not doing anything. Oh, shit! Miku's singing. Miku is definitely not singing. That's not her singing. That's the choir. That was in the game already. That's not Miku. If you think that's Miku, you gotta listen to some Miku concert. That is not Miku. You want to hear what Miku sounds like? You're about to hear it right now. This is what Miku sounds like. She was singing alongside the choir. What? I think you guys are capping, dude. I don't hear that at all. No, bro, you're gaslighting. She's literally not. No, dude, there is no. No, she's not. You guys are tripping. I swear to God. You heard it? What? I think that's cap. She's not singing the song. She's not singing the song. She only sings the thing. That is cap. That is absolutely not happening. I'm telling you right now, that's a lie. That's a lie, and you know it. That's a lie. You're lying to me. No, it's lap 1 now. I keep going back and forth! What are you talking about? Is Miku in the room with us? Is Miku singing in the room with us? You think this part is her? That part right there? You think, hang on, you think this part's her? This? Is that what you think? Okay, let me help you for a second. I'm about to put you on something. Hold on. Oh, come on, help me out here. Come on now. Come on now. Dude, can somebody get the intro? Oh my God! Please! Whatever, grab this one. You'll hear it here too. There you go. That's not her. That's just the song in general, bro. I helped you. You're welcome. Watch, she sings here. What are you talking about? Seriously. Is Miku in the room with us? I don't hear her. That's the song. That she's not in there. I can't believe it. I've been spending 5 minutes. I'm telling you, I don't hear her. She's not in the song. Okay? That's not her. She's not there. She's in the menu. You guys are making me lose my mind. Like, you're gaslighting me. I know what I'm hearing. She's not there. What do you mean Sam's having a hard time hearing Miku sing? She's not there, Armor! That's not her! That's just the song! Okay. Alright, we did our job. I've educated somebody today. Someone's educated. I don't know who, but someone has to be educated. Out of context, what did you post?
But I really do with them. And Rouge, oh my god, I love you. But I really do.
I'm just saying.
Can you handle the curves though?
Dude, I'm quoting Sonic. Sonic said it. If Sonic said it, I could say it too. I'm just saying. The moment I see curves like in this game, like now I get excited.
A few moments later.
Wait, what? Oh, Sam likes curves? Oh, chat, what do you mean by that? Chat, you shut your mouth. Listen, you know what I mean by that. You know what I mean by that. Okay, relax.
1 hour.
How do you remember this?
Later.
Yeah, the curves on this one, chat. You see the curves? How do you remember this? Wait.
With them and Rouge, oh my god, I love you.
How did you, dude? Go, dude. How do you remember this stuff? What the hell? That's crazy.
Oh, sorry.
I need you to just act normal once, bro, in public. I need you to just, you're scaring everybody. Dude, come on, dude. I'm legitimately shocked. Oh man. All right. Well, guys, I think we covered everything we need to right now. I think we did. Unless there's something else that's crazy that, you know, I'm trying to see here. I don't. Yeah, I think we kind of covered everything. Did you see the other character interactions? I think we saw the grand majority of them, you know what I mean? Yeah. No, it's been yeah, no, I think we kind of covered everything we needed to. But I do think too, I do want to get going in a bit here because I want to play chapter 4 of Deltarune tonight. So if you guys are around for that, stop by. I definitely need to make a thumbnail real quick, schedule that. I'm gonna go eat some food. So I'll probably go live maybe around 8 p.m. But we're not gonna beat chapter 4 today. We're gonna do a little bit today, a little bit tomorrow, beat it by tomorrow. That way we get Deltarune out of the way. We're locked in for Crossworlds. It's all about Crossworlds after that point. I also want to make some content for you guys. I want to make some videos. So I am going to just do some quick fan art, if that's okay with you guys. And we will, I'll be back later tonight for another stream. You guys cool with that? By the way, if you guys really enjoyed the stream today, if you guys are new around here, just go ahead and hit the subscribe button. We have a great community here, great Sonic community. If you know Sonic fans and stuff like that, tell your friends. We have a great community here, and we're doing everything we can to continue to grow, continue to adapt, continue to just be a really great place for the community, and we really appreciate you guys for sticking around. All right, we got from Sonic the Hedgehog, Sega Sonic the Hedgehog. Which these look great as well. I think I mentioned last time, yeah, I kind of like the this look a bit more here, and yeah. Sorry, dude. I'm sorry. You've posted so much text. I cannot go through all of this right now, but I do wish Sonic Team's logo looked a bit more like this, like a little more. You know what I mean? Like that. It would be cooler. This just looks like the Sonic 3 face. But yeah, it looks cool. I won't be there. Not in my house. Not right. Oh, all good, Sai. All good. All good. Midas, what do we got? I'm not showing that. Get out of here, bro. Thank you. Fucking psychopath. You're a psychopath. I just want you to know that. But yeah, I think that's it for right now, which is totally okay. We will be live later again tonight, so if you guys have more fan art, we could totally do more then. Sound good? Is it an Unk stream? It's not. We have to, but I'm going to call it now because I do got to go eat dinner, go chill for a bit, and then I will go live again around 8 p.m. for Adult Turn. Alrighty, y'all. I will see you guys tonight. So have a great day. Thanks for chilling out with me. I'll see you guys soon. Bye, everybody.